you're not wrong, but also not often enough.
True. Hi, everybody.
Like,
Nice try.
Don't get to talk
we got
plot, though.
Missing a couple people. Sly's got the vid still-ish. Got that lingering fatigue. And Rob's got a meeting, so Rob might be coming later, but it'll be way later.
The bastard better. The short king better show up.
Yeah, so our sponsor tonight...
Like over 6 people.
Yeah, he is. Sponsor tonight is Canadian Dice, and we've got an amazing update for that.
To update.
What?
Forgot to update that, sorry.
That's okay. No, it's right. Stop it.
Way to go past me.
Deraily. Our update for Canadian Dice is our discount code, the Vactera, all one word, when you put it in at checkout, is now 15% off. Not 10, 15. So go ahead and use it because that's awesome. And we love Ryan, and thank you so much for sponsoring us. And, you know, we love you.
We love you, Dice Daddy.
We do. Maggie, what's your pick of the week?
Guess what it is?
I don't know.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm lying because I did the graphics.
You're lying because you remind me every week. It's Royal Spender. Do you know why?
Why?
Because now you can buy more dice for less money. And if you buy more dice, you are more royal. I think that's how it works.
You are not a peasant.
Yeah, you are not a peasant. These dice are purple, and they got sparklies in them. And they have nice, like, navy bluish, blackish lettering. And they do look quite delicious, even though you can't eat them. They kind of remind me of a dragon fruit, but, like, not really. I don't know why. I think I'm hungry right now.
Yeah. And for anybody watching, that was Atlas. I know you can't see their face completely, but that was Maggie. One day, we're just going to have a D&D game, and it's going to be all foreheads. All foreheads.
It's like that guy from Home Improvement.
Like the guy who
Wilson.
Wilson, the neighbor.
Yeah. What do we got this week? Wednesday, over on Goodman Games Official, we have Wasteland Saga at 9 p.m. and our special guest this week is Alphinius Goo from Gooey Cube. Finally.
Yeah, I just talked to him this morning.
Awesome. Thursday, we've got Song of Crystal and Shadow at 8:30 here. Fixius 5 at 8:30. Together Among the Stars. Saturday morning at 11:30 a.m. And our special guest this week is Cat Lady Liz. Super excited for that. We've also on Saturday got the Backpacker's Guide to TTRPGs at 7 p.m. And they are going to be diving into spells, which if you've ever seen the Player's Handbook in physical form, it's literally half the book. So that's probably going to take a hot minute.
Still not over this paladin slander, by the way.
Wait, which paladin slander? We slandered paladins a lot.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. Let's see what else we got. Sunday, we're back for Harakir, Legacy of Fire, which is another Domain of Dread, but this one is over on DM Jeremy's channel, so check that out. Our list of Spooktober games with descriptions has dropped on our Discord, so if you want to play, you gotta let Artemis know. Artemis is on that side of me, and they will get you into a game. Pick your 2 favorites, and you know, maybe you'll be in a game with one of our special guests. I don't know.
They're starting to fill up.
Maybe. But they're filling up fast, so if you want to play, get to it fast. Our merch store, as always, is at tinyurl.com/vacmerch, and you can see a whole bunch of designs down there in the box, the ad box. What?
Is Sploth up yet?
Sploth is up.
Fuck yeah.
So if you've seen Bankar Brouhaha, you like Grung, go get the Sploth peekaboo shirt.
Do you like frogs?
Who doesn't like frogs?
There are people who don't like frogs, but if you like frogs, you should get this shirt. It is very cute.
And if you're
Oh.
not a shirt person or you are requiring a size that unfortunately Teespring does not supply in, there is other merch. So like mugs and stickers and stuff. We are
But are
working.
they big enough stickers for purposes?
I would say that these stickers are large enough to cover your nipples.
Thank you. Thank you for the representation that I
Y-
needed.
You're welcome. As always, our podcast is available wherever you download your podcast from. And that's just audio replays of all of our sessions, one-shots, campaign play, all that shit. And with that, we'll pause for 2 seconds so Artemis can cut the stream. Alrighty. Where we last left off, Sly had been pulled into the bag of holding by the Bag Man, and Athelstan had a mental breakdown. He's not doing too hot. Gordon isn't doing too hot either, if he's honest. And because Razira's not emotionally invested in the nonsense of her party at this time, she decided to chase a mouse that was on the plateau. Upon catching that mouse and causing some damage, it poofed, depolymorphing into Praxis, who was the Disney princess necromancer that y'all met at the lodge.
To be fair, Razira barely knows these people.
I'm not saying that ain't true. I'm well aware that that is the fact. Praxis has indicated that she has been inside the shrine using polymorph or something similar to get inside and not bother the horde of snakes that's outside. But so far, nobody's taken her up on her offer for a mass polymorph spell. What could go wrong?
Fair.
What's
We
that?
misunderstood that it was a
before.
mass polymorph spell. I misunderstood that. I thought she was talking about just like one or
One
two
person.
people.
No, that's that. I got personally. I did understand that. It's just magic happening, and also she's crazy.
Expensive.
She's
But yeah.
clinically insane.
She's not clinically insane. She's morbid. There's a difference.
Psychopathic.
What else
Not
happened?
fucking Morticia Adams.
She kind of is, though, just a little more Disney-ish.
Gonna
Disney-fied.
fix the bridge.
Yeah, yeah, we did fix the bridge, but
Sort
also
of.
more Disney-ish. You're saying. Meanwhile, her buddies are zombie blob clots full of writhing limbs and screaming faces.
Yeah.
Rotting and decaying as they slowly roll their way along the jungles of Valishan.
Look, Benny
just
and
sounds
Lenny can only do so much.
That just sounds like the typical politician, let's be honest.
Ha! Leaving their filth everywhere they roll.
Well, that
Tai
brings us
Chi.
to... Oh, yes, you did some Tai Chi in order to help Athelstan calm the fuck down. Because he was Angie Boy, and now he's just Cranky Sad Boy.
He's still angry.
had a
Emotional
nap, so
naming
he's
is
fine.
healthy.
He had a nap, so he's fine.
No.
No?
No.
No?
Eat the Snickers.
No.
Probably does need a Snickers.
He doesn't care too much for nougat.
At least ate all the Snickers last session on Fixie's Friday, apparently.
That's right.
He doesn't care for Snickers because the nougat gets stuck in his really pointy teeth.
Mm.
Is that
Anyway.
okay, Paul?
You repaired the bridge, sort of. It's really just a bunch of rope across the way now.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's what a bridge is.
Yeah, a little less bridgy, a little more tightrope with some handholds.
Did the best we could with what we had.
Do what you can, what you got, Bert Gummer.
I understand. I'm not judging.
Uh-huh.
And with that
Anyway.
repair of the bridge, Fraxis's associate, Schlock, was able to cross over. Now, you're not totally sure if Benny and Lenny also need to cross over, given that they are an undead writhing horde of zombie parts. But that is still a possibility, as far as
I have to go
Fraxis is
upstairs for a few
concerned.
minutes.
Sure.
Well, she did say she spoke for them, so she represents them. So therefore, I feel like their physical presence isn't necessarily needed in the shrine if they already have representation, because they can't speak for themselves and they technically aren't participants unless she speaks for them.
You'll have to take that up with Shakuna.
Yeah, well, she doesn't play by the rules. She doesn't play. Shakuna only wants rules so she can break them.
Shakuna has also said that she's participating in the hunt, correct?
Correct.
But she also said she's not entering a shrine, so that means the hunt is going the entire length no matter what.
Well, no, she's a hunter. Hunter. Like a hunter,
Yeah.
like capital H hunter. We're participants, but technically we are we like are part of a hunt, but we are not the capital H hunters.
Nope.
We're the prey.
Yep.
We're no, we're not the prey, but we're prey adjacent. We're not the capital P prey, we're prey adjacent.
Nobody asked for clarification on the rules. You asked very specific questions regarding the rules, but not full clarification.
Talk circles all you want.
I did
Sky
my
Daddy.
best.
Talk circles all you want.
Wasn't even there. So.
Well, literally, you were there, duality, okay? Anyway. Schlock
brings us to our current status. All of you are within sort of your shaded area that you've created with a mixture of tents and coverings and weapons, whatever you could do to make shade for yourself, because there is no shade currently on this plinth. The snakes haven't been overly active. The one that's wrapped perpetually around the throat of the large shrine has been watching you pretty consistently. I believe Athelstan was gonna just go to sleep and have a depression nap.
No, he said he was going to, but I think he's just laying there.
Just laying there staring at the top of his destroyed little hovel.
Did the big snake eat some of his buddies?
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought I hallucinated that.
Nope. I think he would just probably sift through all the stuff that she stole from him and just open up his journal or something. So
okay, well, you have a list of Sly's inventory.
No, yeah, I know.
So you can butts with that as you wish.
I shall. Thank
just
you.
Let me know what you change.
Well, I'm not gonna move anything.
Okay.
She'll be back. She'll be back. She'll be back.
Sure.
Yeah. Flippin' better be.
Sure.
That did break my heart.
Okay. What time of day is it?
At this point, it's probably around 2-ish in the afternoon. It's roasting out today and very humid. And the shade is only doing so much. You're not sure if maybe Fraxis's insinuation that it's much cooler inside and there are extra supplies in there has sort of made the situation worse. Mentally, or not. But it's not bad. It's okay for now.
Fraxis, are you able to change all of us?
Oh,
The two others that might show up at some point.
Oh, there are two others?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
stuck in a
yes, the
bag.
tiefling and the bag. Right. Well, I believe
What-
that one, and she points to Atlas, can change himself. And I think
Wouldn't
that one
the
can.
bag get changed too?
The what?
Guess if we go
Sorry?
inside, and they come out of the bag inside, then it's not a big deal.
Well, yes, that would make everything easier. Hopefully they wait until we go inside.
Is there enough room in there for all of us?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
There's plenty of room.
Go. Does it go down into the pillar? Is that? Cause
Yep.
I'm looking at this picture that you have us, the map you have us on, and this looks very small to me. So I'm just
It
trying
does.
to get an idea.
Yep.
Okay. So it goes down into the pillar.
Yes.
Can you see the beehive from inside?
No. There's a beehive?
Okay, that's good. Yeah, if you go down over the side, we tried, spider climbing across the side of it, and there's bees.
She immediately marches over to the edge of the plinth.
The
And
buzzing.
Locke grabs onto her belt before she tips herself over.
Knew that was coming.
Oh. Oh, look, they're so cute and deadly.
Yeah. They look like, I don't know, giant bees, but yeah, there's some down there.
Bumblebees with wasp stingers.
Great. Spicy bumblebees, just what we need.
Spicy bumblebees. I like that. I want one. I want one very much.
Me too.
We don't stir up the nest while we're all outside. If we go inside, then feel free to anger the bees as much as you want. But
What are we doing?
the bumblebees, we're talking to Fraxis about the bumblebees.
Why are there bumblebees?
They're down along the side. Oh my gosh,
Oh, yeah.
that's right. I forgot you weren't here for that. So Breeze and I spider climbed along the side of the thing, and there's bumblebees down there. The big softball sized bumblebees with the huge stingers. There's a whole nest of them down the side. Yeah.
I can turn all of us into snakes or bugs or dealer's choice, really.
Out of character moves. We already decided that in character, we don't think that this is breaking the rules of the whole helping thing, right? In character, we decided that.
We're here now, right? I think is what we talked about. Because
We
we're at
already-
the shrine.
We already
Yes,
reached
we're at the shrine, so that rule is no longer applicable to us.
So
That said, we can still kill each other.
I don't think we're allowed to on the platform.
Oh, that's right. Darn.
yeah.
Oh,
Maybe some other time though.
Okay.
At this point, why not? Because, that's just the day it's been.
So, am I... Should I do the...
Anybody
Snakes?
here very strongly object to this idea?
Yes, I gave my word we want to go in the shrine for their help against Shikuna.
You want to stay out here in the heat?
To clarify, they didn't agree to help you. They just said they wouldn't kill you.
Yeah, that was the deal.
We get in there and we have to fight a bunch of snakes. But we're eventually going to start running out of supplies. And my magic is only going to do so much. If there's supplies inside...
There's much supplies, lots, and lots of water, and there's this big statue face thing that talks.
Okay.
can I make an insight check?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm inciting.
You elaborate on the face thing that talks.
It's a big face that talks.
That's bad, Razira. Razira, that's bad.
Yep. Well, what do you expect?
Razira rolled a 6.
Atlas with a 16, Keelite with a 22,
I don't know
Stan
what
with
I rolled. I dropped it.
17.
Oh, that's not bad.
She's being honest.
She's kind of a transparent person, to be honest.
It's fine.
Maybe she is a
I
trans.
really don't care about that.
Do you say this in character or out of character?
No, I don't.
I
That's
was
not That's not Athelstan's voice.
I was say, if you say it in character, Razira might freak out. Transparent ghost. No.
Spoofy. Ah.
If nobody objects to this, we're just gonna make the executive decision and freaking do it because I don't
I
know what
already
else
did.
And
to
she
do at
casts a
this point.
spell. Everybody is now a snake.
Or why not?
Okay, can we please describe everybody's snake sona, but trigger warning if, people don't like snakes?
Does anybody here not like snakes in our video chat right now? Any of you guys? Okay,
No.
you all okay with snakes?
It's not on the trigger list, no.
Okay, just for any listeners then.
Yeah, snake lore coming up. I fucking
Yeah.
love snakes. Just so you know, I fucking love snakes.
Me too.
And spiders.
No.
Snakes are so
Yeah.
cute. Snakes sniff with their tongue.
Atlas
Everybody-
wants to be the tiniest little white snake. He's just
Okay.
cute.
The only thing I can think of with Razira is just a basically a black tiger striped white snake.
Okay.
That's a good snake.
That is actually a thing, though. I'm looking at
And the
the.
end of your tail has your little tail poof.
Yenrik, what's your snake look like? That sounded dirty.
Do rabbits have a cloaca? No.
It's just a ball python.
Is it one of those like
Boring.
yellow ones? I love
Nope.
those fuckers. They're so dumb. I love them. They're like the dog of the snakes. Oh, I love them so much.
Boring. Boo.
I'm a little
I mean-
hognose snake because they can make their faces go poof when they're mad.
Fair.
Well,
Math.
what are the other types of snakes? Like, what are they usually? Are they
Fucking
just
Google
a bunch
it.
of breeds?
Most
No,
of the
like piles of snakes. Yeah.
most of the piles of snakes, they're like they're not venomous. I'm trying to think of what they're called.
Characters?
They're
Rat snakes.
they're
those,
like
From those pictures, they look like pythons.
those are just general pictures. I didn't have a good representation of swarm of snakes.
Okay.
They look like diamondbacks, but they're not venomous.
Okay.
There's
Well,
like
that's
a
what I want to look
They're like Massasaugas
blend
then.
in.
yeah. So you
Sure,
blend in.
that'll
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart. Because albino snakes would probably die first.
I said I was a white snake. Why are you hurting me like this? I have done nothing wrong in my entire life.
No? Nothing?
Nothing
I
at
only
all.
talked to Phil once.
I know. I was there. Athelstan, what's your snake look like?
I'm having trouble deciding, really.
A purple
Like,
mamba.
Because I was kind of thinking a mangrove pit viper. Because I like the shapes of their heads and their eyes are kind of like, they look kind of like,
Little grumpy guys.
they're like a cat. They're like if a cat were a snake.
Mm.
It's like the hognose snakes. They're like that too.
Like, I think I have here. And then boop. Oh my god, I forgot about that gift that I put in the active session chat last time. I hate this jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look and you see Fraxis looks to be a bit
Either that or like a
cobra-y.
boa constrictor.
Little cobra. You got the like cobra hood. Very sort of jungly colors right now, but you feel like she would adjust it depending on her environs.
Well, she's the one who's casting the spell too. So like
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
all our snakes, but like jungle flavored.
Yeah.
Because if I had my way, I'd be that idiot snake from the Jungle Book.
Ah,
Ka.
Yeah.
Or Sir Hiss. Can I change my character, Snake?
Or
No, I'm kidding.
I want to be
ways we follow
wanna be-
Fraxis inside.
the
Hey,
coral snake from that
Queen,
sexy Korean
Queen,
manga.
welcome in.
all right.
Coral
So
snake.
you all begin to make your moves towards the piles of snakes, following Fraxis's cobra-ish snake. Nothing seems to stop you, or her at least, as she slips down into. It's not exactly a doorway; it's more like a.
Like
You've
a
seen
scene between writhing bodies.
No, you've seen this before, Athelstan, when you met the goblin that Sly was friends with. There's sort of like
the
this
threshold.
false front, and then like you go in behind it and go
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
It is large enough for a person of average size, like a humanoid of average size, to be able to not squeeze, but definitely have to like duck.
So me and Atlas and the Minotaur are gonna be like,
What kind of snake does Gordon turn into? I need to know for
Oh my God.
science.
oh my god, cow snakes.
I need to know for science.
For science.
Yep.
This one.
Some sort of large thing. I don't know.
Make him a boa constrictor, if anything.
There is
Yeah.
actually a cow snake.
Or
There is. Wait.
And,
yeah.
and yet,
Yeah,
for
they're
some,
like little. They're cute. They're
Oh my
like
god, they are cute.
for some reason, he still has the nose ring.
Yes.
And his tongue keeps flipping against it.
Can he have his little horns too? But they're just super small.
Little horned snake, little horned cow snake.
Yes,
Sure.
I'm so here for this nonsense.
Why not? Alrighty, so I'm just moving y'all to the new map.
Oh yeah.
Found a way to
yeah.
Y'all
Force
in,
it into-
in chat, if you don't know, Appy makes freaking amazing maps.
That's true.
And I need to roll a d6.
G6
Strahd shows up.
If we all blow up.
Strahd's dead.
Yeah, that's what did they say.
It's like as we're leaving the
I'm
D
sure
stick.
we'll find out because we're dumb and we're gonna go to Barovia, so.
Honestly, no. As we're leaving, it's like when we get all inside, that magic effect goes off and repairs the bridge behind us.
Tracks. Honestly.
Broken.
I feel like with this group of chuckle fucks, that totally tracks.
Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not heal.
All right, so as you move past this sort of false front, in your snake forms, you are able to see that what lays before you is a spiraling, descending staircase cut into the rock. The stairs themselves are cut out of the rock and smoothed out. Whoever made this did a very, very good job.
You're welcome.
Is this a holy place? What?
From what the snakes have said, yes, this is some sort of holy place. To them, anyway. It may not be to anybody else.
I gotta check the scale. Am I feeling itchy right now?
Would Razira recognize the architecture or anything from like Chult?
Ooh.
You can make a history check.
But it's like your present, but now it's history. Damn.
19.
There were some caves that had been long since abandoned, that have similar sort of carving out and very rough on the inside, but the stairs themselves were very like smooth. Anywhere that needed to be tread upon was, comfortably able to do so. You don't know who made it. That was sort of,
I-
long lost history.
From what I remember, they actually would know sort of who made it, because they're still kind of fighting the groups of them. They're the descendants of them left over, if I remember right.
This is
Because
something completely different.
okay, never mind. So I
Yeah.
thought it was Yuan Ti.
No, this is not Yuan Ti structure.
Sexy snake lady, where?
So you are free to move about the cabin. Fraxis, once you are inside and a considerable distance down, it does get cooler. And once it reaches a certain temperature, she's like, okay, this is good. And then releases the mass polymorph. So you're all...
And then me, the centaur, and the minotaur are all like...
There is enough room, height-wise, for you to be okay. You just kind of duck. Gordon is pops out of his form. Horns go into the ceiling. Ah, balls.
Let me help you.
Thanks.
It's okay.
Gordon, you made a very good snake.
Thanks, Keli.
I unstick him from the ceiling.
Okay.
Was I a good snake, Keli?
How's Atlas holding up?
Atlas, you are amazing. Oh my
Thank
god, did
you.
Atlas keep his little horn?
Yes.
Unicorn snake?
Yes.
Actually, can we say that instead of being a little white snake, Atlas was a Tsukinoko from the Japanese, those snakes that just really round in the middle.
Sure.
Just had a little snack.
Yeah.
Still, let's look high. Let's look high.
I think you're going up, or is that down?
You're going down.
Where Keli is that down?
That is down.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, come in. There's lots of room, and as you pass by Fraxis, you get that sort of waft of cool, tingly air around her. And you end up in a large space. There's burning braziers around that keep the space a good temperature. You can tell it's definitely cooler down here, and you probably will need a blanket to sleep. But it's nice. There's a large fire pit in the middle that's obviously used for cooking and socializing, and lots of beds that are actually lifted up from the ground. And again, this ground is very much like the stairs. It's beautifully carved, very comfortable, very flat. In the back corner, you see that there's two tent-like structures. One of them, you go in. Appleton?
No, I don't. I was just being a dick.
Okay. One of them appears to be the same dwelling that Fraxis had been standing out front of with her zombie clots at the Pantera Lodge. The other one, as you approach it, it actually has this sort of cold feeling coming out from beneath the tent-like curtains. To the west of this sort of cooled area is a staircase descending down. Razira, did you go back there?
No, yet.
Okay.
I was just asking, what about the area around Zero?
What about it?
The temperature and everything.
It's about the same. Well, I mean, other than your heat cube, it's the same. Don't be sassy.
Is there anybody else here?
I'm playing a cat. Sass comes with a picture.
No, just us.
Razira mounts one of the bedside tables next to a bed and knocks over a glass.
On purpose.
Yep. While looking somebody
They're
in the
just
eyes.
testing gravity. It's fine.
Okay. And Duality has Razira's token on top of a barrel.
Oh, be careful with that, Miss Kitty. That's most of the water supply.
What's in the two tent things?
Oh,
Praxis?
well, this is where I'm sleeping. The other one is all the food.
Lovely. Thank you.
Zero, sticks your head in the food tent.
You kind of pull back the
Tacos.
curtains on this, and
There are
there is a wash of cold air that kind of blasts you in the face, but it seems to linger like specifically in this space. Inside, you can see all manner of fruit and vegetable. There's some meats. There's herbs and some other like jerked fish or whatever, dried fish hanging up on strings.
I
Yeah.
think all my shit froze again.
Oh, they
Yep.
gone.
There she goes.
Oodles. There they go.
Nazir immediately goes for some of the dried fish.
Okay. You get some dried fish.
She doesn't even try heating it up. She just starts trying to eat it.
Well, it's like salted fish.
I figured it'd be frozen though. So
No. It's like dry salt fish. Yeah. Welcome back.
Everything froze. Everybody was making great faces, and then it just died. I don't know what happened.
Athelstan, where you stand, you can hear sort of this low hum that rises and falls rhythmically.
Like breathing.
And he kind of just peeks around. Ah.
Peeking
Okay.
around, you see a large stone face.
Yep.
Inside the ground, looking directly up.
Is it the previous Dark Lord? What's his name? That Shakuna killed and ate his heart?
Yorick? No. This appears to be feminine in nature.
Is it familiar?
Make an investigation check.
Is it her?
Oh no.
Is it her?
I hope not.
I am using an inspiration. I don't care.
Okay.
I rolled an 8 for everybody in the audience. God damn it. Okay. Actually, I do make them at advantage. Because right now I'm on one side of the scale, nature-based. No, that's a history check. No, sorry. I thought we were doing a nature check. Brain. It's because it's the same stat. Anyway, I can't see what I rolled because it won't load on my end.
I rolled a 15.
Okay. I suppose I'll take it.
Doesn't appear to be Mina or Mina's face. However, as you get closer and kind of poke your head around the curve to see it, you see the chin begin to move and the sand and dirt around the jawline shifts to accept like the movement of the face. Who's there?
What language is this being spoken in?
Common.
I am Athelstan.
Applestand.
Close enough.
Come closer so I can see you.
The Keeli's like talking about. It's like, okay, we can set up this over here, and we can get some.
Oh
food.
no!
And
Eli
Athelstan
is sitting in a chair by the fireplace, just like.
Dude,
It's like, oh, okay, can somebody bring me a margarita? And then like lifts up her head and like puts up her like sunglasses on her lenses and is like Athelstan, and there's just like an outline blinking where he was.
Does Brazira hear this from where she's standing?
I mean,
Yes.
you watched me go down the stairs.
Most of you can hear this as this creature begins to speak. It's not so loud that it's deafening, even from where you're standing, Athelstan, but it's definitely got a bit of a rumble to it that reverberates around in the cavern.
Hello.
No, come closer. Closer.
Are you asking me to step on your face?
How else would I be able to see you?
I figured it would be rude if I didn't say something about it beforehand.
I appreciate your candor, but it's quite fine. And you watch these sort of green, luminous orbs tip down to look at you, kind of like along their nose. Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Have you come to worship me like the snakes?
Who are you?
My name has been lost to eons.
But to you?
Whomever so decides to give me a name is the name I go by until given another one.
Well, but what name did you choose?
That was so long ago, Apple Stand, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've been here for eons.
Trapped.
I suppose. Oh, hello. Tabaxi, what is your name?
Razira.
Oh, I know that accent anywhere. You're from Chult, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
It's been long time. Tell me of Chult.
Eh, Not much as I suppose might have changed since your time, depending on when it was.
Eons.
In the last several hundred years, there's been lots and lots of zombies.
Oh, that is a new development indeed. When I walked the plains of Chult and into the jungles, no zombies.
How did you come to be here?
When
I
this-
imagine with whatever brought this place from Chilt to begin with.
Indeed, when I was brought here by the mists, when Uruk was taken, I found myself here, and something prevented me from leaving.
The name sound familiar of whatever she just said?
She
The
didn't
name of the
say it.
place?
Uruk.
You recognize
The dude.
Uruk as the previous Dark Lord.
Yep.
Oh,
Would Razira have any idea who or what this could be?
Make a history check.
A nat 20.
Okay. You know, long ago, before there was even the remote possibility of a sort of solidified civilization in Chult, Titans used to walk the earth. Most were as you would expect, but there were a couple that just lived and roamed peacefully. And as humanoids and other creatures began to develop sort of their own civilizations, some of them helped, others enslaved them. Others acted more like landlords, which I guess is a type of slavery, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Still not great.
ACAB A-Lab.
Titans haven't been seen in Chult though in generations upon generations.
A generation of generations.
Yes.
Thinking about
Thank
it,
you.
Razira looks down like, you're a Titan.
I am. Oh, I've
Does-
not heard that name in eons.
Does
That
the
gets
mentioning
Keli's
of
attention.
Does the mentioning of Titan incur any additional history checks based off of his schooling?
You absolutely can roll another history check if you like. Anybody who would like can roll a history check.
That is about as far as Razira's knowledge would go. Anything related to
Including
children.
us who are out here.
You like Keli would know better, but
I'm
Keli
outside right
sucks.
now. Would I know?
Keela's
I'm gonna
exhausted.
use one of my inspiration for Keli. If that's okay.
Sure.
Oh, I forgot we can give them to each other.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I get to make a roll. I'm not out there. I'm being a horse outside near the fire.
You can still hear like like her side of the conversation. Not so much
Yeah,
Athelstan or Razira's, but
Atlas is gonna kind of sneaky up.
Clip clop,
Keel-
clip clop.
No more like
That's
you.
Noom.
Keli got a dirty 20.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
Are you rolling as well, Atlas?
Yeah, I just had to move my token and it lags because my internet is made out of toilet paper
And cheese.
and cheese. Oh, I could go for some cheese right now. What was I roll? History check.
Maggie, we have to go to the cheese box when you come here next
I
time.
want to go to the
We
cheese
do.
box.
The cheese.
We have to go.
box, the
Like,
cheese
it's on the
box.
list.
You gotta pay the cheese box.
All right. So, I would say everybody but Yenrik and Atlas and Athelstan because you rolled a 10.
Yep.
So really it's just Keli. You
Which,
know.
to be fair, that makes sense.
Yeah. Keli,
Like
you
Razira,
know.
I was gonna say Razira knew the history of her homeland. That was about it.
Yeah. As a general rule, Titans were inhabited, like they inhabited the outer planes. So definitely people from your neck of the woods probably would have crossed paths with them at times. What happened for their entire legacy was their king battled long and hard with another entity, and they eventually founded their own kingdom. But the king was not satisfied. He needed more. And eventually they disappeared completely as the king descended into his own version of madness and basically jumped into an ocean on the prime material plane, and his entire like loyal following followed. They weren't really ever heard of again. You can find their remains of their bodies or their weapons or their civilization. But for the most part, anything like buildings gone or repurposed in a way that allows for, you know, the normal sized, the average sized humanoid to develop and become like their own thing.
Somebody's house entirely made out of one Titan's chair.
Essentially, yeah.
A mansion.
There have been rumors of like discarded Titan weaponry or clothing that was repurposed into an entire city.
We find out eventually the Taras was just some Titan's pet dog that got loose.
Chihuahua. And not even like a big dog, a chihuahua.
Yeah, like a purse chihuahua, teacup chihuahua.
That's why he's so angry. That's why he hit so hard.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a big head and little arms.
So, with that said, what do you do now?
Okay.
You fell here.
Fell? No.
When Yurik.
Oh. No, I didn't fall here. I was frozen in place. My magics I don't quite understand. And the rock grew up around me. Changed me. It's a living
Oh,
thing,
God, that's
you
why
know.
it's so tall. It's fun.
Your entire body is encased in this cliff.
Yes. I think I've not seen my toes in eons.
You
Same
can feel
though.
nothing.
No toes on Twitch.
Would you like
can-
me to try and wiggle my toes? I could do that,
Probably not.
perhaps.
Probably not.
Oh no, I'm
Atlas moves
curious.
down the stairs at this point and is like, "You have toes?"
Yes,
I don't
but
know.
I'm not sure if you wiggling them right now while we are inside of the tower of the plateau would be entirely safe.
Oh, I suppose that's true.
Plateau.
Get it?
Atlas
Yeah.
says,
You
hello,
Oh, who's there?
me?
You can't
And
see
me.
you from there.
Hang on.
Yeah.
And like this kind of stony, sandy tongue comes out of her mouth and like moves down her chin to like poke you to see where you are.
Ah!
Oh.
She can lick ice cream off her chin. Can she touch her nose with her tongue?
Do you ask her?
No. No. That's a cedar. That's a Cedar's intrusive thought.
It's not like a wet tongue or anything like that. It's very sandy and dry.
Sandpaper.
And, yeah.
Like a cat.
But no, it's smooth, but it doesn't leave like that sort of slick feeling behind. It leaves behind this sort of smear of dust.
I
It
think
was
both
so weird.
Atlas and Keela are standing there, and she does that, and we're both just like,
Oh, there's two of you there. Interesting. Why don't you
No,
come up onto my face?
No, it's just here, I'll show you.
You.
Oh no, Keli is here. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
thought
so
you
I
meant that
wasn't
she turned
crazy.
into people again, like Des did. He thought I was a dwarf on a horse.
Oh, okay. Yes, I see you now. A centaur. Really? That's amazing. And a woman person.
sure.
No, they're fancy. They can do fancy things that I haven't seen another woman do, but then again, I guess I don't know. I normally don't ask women to do things. I don't know.
Okay.
We're watching this gay existential crisis over here.
Well, you're just the most normal looking one I've seen in eons.
Okay.
Do you often see women come here?
Many
Yes.
women come to stand on my face. Men do too. Could have done this last episode.
Sorry.
So, do you know, based off of your interactions with others, how long it's been since you were frozen in place at the fall of Uruk?
Eons!
All I'm imagining is if it's interaction, the bagman sticks his head out of the bag, hears this stepping on face bit, and then pulls his head back and like, nope, not the right time.
It's like,
I should leave. This sounds private.
Yenrik,
What?
Yenrik.
What?
Oh, is there another out there other than the creepy lady who asked me if I was dead
There are
several
Few up
times?
there.
There are a few of us. Yenrik,
What?
how long ago did Shakuna usurp Uruk?
10 years? Decade?
What?
Maybe a little
What's
longer.
the current date?
24 Dragon.
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. Every domain's different, so I'm not tracking it.
I know, but I spent most of my time in this domain. So I didn't date in the domain. You tell
In
the time frame in the domain.
in the domain, it's probably been 10, 15 years since Shakuna usurped Uruk.
Okay.
No. Because we talked about this and it was like when you were still young.
Yeah, 15
Right.
years would have been young.
Yeah, okay, so like 15, 18 years-ish. around
You're
there.
not actually a million years old? Okay.
I was 15 or 8. Off by those numbers, I was 15 or 18.
Yeah, something like that. Your memory is shit, even with your
I
memories
know.
back. So
That tracked.
you ballpark it based on the memories that sort of have slotted into place. That 15 to 18 years.
About
Since-
510 day.
16
Yeah.
years.
Do you need anything?
Oh, just company is quite fine. It's nice to see you. And I hear there's somebody else, and her tongue comes out again to like figure out where
Baps Yenrik.
Yenrik is.
It's a rabbit man.
What's a rabbit man? A man that is a rabbit, or a rabbit that's a man?
Both.
Hair
and
and
also,
gone.
and also a pain in the ass.
Oh,
Aaron Gunn, that's a panther.
That is true.
what?
Yenrik, just come here where she can see you.
We are not very normal.
I'm not climbing on
people.
the face.
I assure you, it's quite fine and sturdy.
I'm telling you right now, Yenrik, that that you climbing on her face would probably be the safest and least weird thing that you've had the urge to do this entire time that we've been here during this goddamn
Exactly.
hunt.
It's safe. Why would I want to do it?
Razira just goes and grabs him and drags him up here.
I would appreciate being
No.
able to see the people that I speak with.
She's just like tugging on
I
his.
shall forever
No.
be just a voice in your
No.
head.
I don't like that at all. Perhaps I should wiggle my toes in repayment.
Hmm.
Don't.
Okay, she picks up Yenrik and just throws him up there.
Nope.
Eat the rabbit.
Opposed athletics checks?
This will be interesting.
25.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So you get yeeted up by the 2-foot tall tiger lady.
Rob wants to know. if
Just
it's okay to
enough,
come in.
just like up towards the ceiling
Yeah.
so she can catch a glimpse of him. And then he falls back down.
Yeah.
Smashes into the ground.
We'll be right back while Rob comes in so I can fix the cameras. Go ahead and get a drink. We'll be back. It is going to be a very short break, and we'll probably have a longer break later. But hang tight.
And get some more water.
Get some water, bitches. Okay, we're back. I told you it'd be very quick, and people thought it would take longer, so they went
I
and
thought you would
did
take
stuff.
longer, yeah.
I was mostly ready. I just had to make sure that everything was aligned properly. So yeah,
We're just in here.
you all find yourself in this room with the Titan face, who appears to actually be the pillar that y'all are on. And Yenrik gets yeeted up onto the cheek face area of the Titan. Oh, hello. That's what Harangon is. Are they new?
Oh, I didn't know we were back. Sorry.
That's okay.
Not exactly.
No?
No.
Were you bred by a rabbit? And a human?
No, we're my ancestors are from the Feywild.
Oh, I've been there.
Me too.
Me three.
In spirit.
Oh, I've actually tread upon its very odd lands. Very odd creatures there. That makes sense of why you exist.
I think Atlas has been there too.
The
And he's
Centaur.
not here. Dang it, Maggie.
I am not sure if Razira has ever been there or not.
No.
Why do I feel like Avelstan was there?
I think Keela was there a really, really long time ago.
Athelstan
But
and Breeze would not have been. Yenrik would not have been because you were born in the domains. There's no crossover there.
Gotcha.
The only
Okay.
crossover you are aware of is the carnival.
Train. And
No, the train does not cross into the Feywild.
That's what I meant to say. The carnival, but it came out of the train.
Yeah, the train. He got me all fucked up now. The carnival has crossed over, and they both the Witchlight Carnival does come into the mists, but not often. It's sort of
the Russian circus. They just show up.
Yeah, and they're just chasing the other carnival to swap their carnival masters back.
Give me my shit back.
Basically,
your carnival sucks. I want my pocket watch back. Anyway.
No, it's just I wasn't sure or not because of the fact that you can slip into apparently the Feywild, not even realize it, and then slip out again.
It's very true, but it's a little bit less so from the Domains of Dread because they are prisons. So
anyway, Rob, we entered the thing as we entered the shrine as snakes. I want to know what kind of snake you are before we move on. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know any snakes other than like Rattler and Garden.
Which one would you
Or Garden.
be? You want to be a do you want to be a widow snake or you want to be a Gardner snake?
Garter snake. I don't know.
Oh, Garter snake. Where's your stinky little snaky? So cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking to a big face in the floor.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a titan, or what's left of her. Anyway. Have you been to other places?
Yes, many. Not so much since I came to the Vanishan, I believe they call it now.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of been stuck here.
Did they
But
call it
before.
something else before?
Yes, I was part of Chult.
Have you been to
Eons ago. Where? Sorry?
Have you been to Mount Celestia?
I've come close to it, yes. Not in.
Have you been to the garden?
The garden?
Yes.
What do you know of the garden?
A few things.
Her eyes sort of like narrow at you.
A few things.
Indeed. I know a few things.
And he grins.
I know a few things of the garden. Oh, you know her, do you? And you got away with your life. Interesting.
She is my life.
That's depressing.
Not to me.
That's depressing to somebody who's been stuck in place for eons.
Tell me what you know.
She's a right bitch.
She can be.
She keeps her zoos full of new creations.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I heard you say pizza.
She keeps her zoos full of new creations.
Who?
Mina.
Mina.
Sorry, I have my allergies are really bad. I just did nasal spray.
That's okay.
I try to clear my ears, but like I can't hear it.
It's okay.
But I knew in context pizza was probably not the right thing.
No, pizza was
Now
not
we
the
have to get
correct.
pizza. We have to get hot dogs in Saugerties because we never got hot dogs. Hot dogs. Now we also need to get pizza. Where's pizza
Right.
from, Affy, in the domains?
Barovia.
Italy.
Why? Because it makes you think of pepperoni.
All I'm thinking of now is Mina just making different types of new kinds of pizza.
Wolf pepperoni.
Ew.
Yeah.
Gross.
Gross.
Way to make it weird, Cedar.
Literally, that's what they eat because that's what's in abundance in Barovia.
I know.
Pizza.
It's not weird if you grew up like that.
Wolf pizza.
So, what do you know of the trial?
Oh, it seems to happen with some frequency anyway.
Athelstan grumbles when the subject is changed.
You can change it back.
I know.
Sorry, you seemed like you were done. You were talking about pizza.
No, I'm not mad at you. I just think it's funny because we're all like, oh, tell me this.
relatively new thing, this trial of hearts. When Yorick was here, he just went out and killed. Now it's organized.
I wouldn't say that it's terribly organized. I would say that it's corrupt.
Much more organized than it used to be.
And yet, here we are.
In a safe location with food and supplies?
Yeah.
There are many things that have happened to us upon coming here.
That's life.
Mm.
You think I wanted to be stuck as a giant pillar for the rest of my life?
Perhaps this isn't the end for you.
It's been a long time since I was able to move.
Do you know if there's a way to free you?
Not that I'm aware of. The land has changed me, as it changes all things.
The land can be changed.
How exactly did you get stuck here? Like, I don't quite understand.
Okay, I was gonna ask that, but I wasn't sure if you guys had said anything about that yet.
The mists
Also-
came and took me up this area from Chult. And
Okay.
after that, I just began to slow down until I couldn't move anymore.
You seem to be made of minerals. What are you
Yes,
before?
no. Flesh and bone and blood.
What
Like I
curse did
said.
I fell upon you?
Same curse that always falls upon people who remain too still in a place like this, I suppose.
It's been bugging me for a while, but would Brazier have heard about any section of Schultz just up and disappeared one day?
No.
Just got swallowed by the mist.
If there was anything like that, it's been lost to Chult's history.
Okay.
A regular eraser. I'm using one of those putty erasers, and it's like,
And I wonder how that works.
Oh, what?
What?
Who is there? Who is that? And her
I'm
tongue
Breeze.
comes out again. And, like,
Come here,
she
Breeze.
expects you to be beyond, like, on the ground. But when her tongue comes out, she just kind of, like, whaps you with it. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you'd already climbed up. Come closer so I can see you.
They're fine, or do I need to, like,
Yeah, that's
jump on
perfectly
your
fine.
eye?
No, don't
Oh,
jump
but-
in my eye. That would probably hurt.
All I'm
Okay.
imagining is Breeze getting hit by the tongue and then rolling backwards back off onto the ground.
oof!
A satyr.
The camera
Oh.
shakes.
Not
Told you
seen
there
a
was a few of us
satyr
here.
since the Feywild.
Probably. I'm not from there, but
Kavir, I think his name was. Pink chap.
God.
okay.
Very
don't know him.
nice. Made some lovely tea. Not enough, though. For me.
It's probably hard to make enough for you.
Well, a whole water tower. Perhaps that would work.
An entire tree.
Ooh.
Why is the name Kavir familiar? Is that from Fixius?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy. Is he the guy with the golden beard?
No, he's the guy with the bubblegum pink hair who sold you guys the teapot in session 4.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's who. Yeah. Just making sure. Okay. I'm like. Okay.
Or he was that prostitute that Athelstan and Mina hooked up with, but it's not. I know that.
Why
have a
couldn't he
different
be
name.
both?
Well, they had a different name.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
no, a
and
fey
the
creature
gnome
going
had,
by
like,
multiple names.
That doesn't mean the Fae is going to tell you their name, just what you can call them.
There was a lot of people
Exactly.
talking at once.
Group hydrate.
I'm gonna have an autistic meltdown.
Sorry.
Athelstan says in character.
So you've all been roped into this trial, have you?
For promises.
Not necessarily Razira, but
I don't even know how I got here.
Oh, you,
Yeah,
yes,
she
you were
just
from
wandered in.
Chult. Well, sometimes the mists do deign to bring someone new. Liven things up a little.
Like to have words with whoever designed this place.
Oh, you don't want to speak to Shah.
You're the
Shah.
boss, the king, the Shah.
Shah, with an R at the end.
How do we meet the Shar?
You
Are
would
they a
need
god.
an inroad to speak with a god. Yes.
Does that name mean anything to Keli?
Make a religion check.
I rolled an 8, so probably not.
No. Mm,
Team.
If I remember right, Shar was around since the very beginning.
yes. So with your 13, you know Shar better as the Dark Lady or the Lady of Loss.
Loss,
she-
like LOSS.
Yes.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
She goth. Susie and the Banshee's hot.
She's depicted as this sort of gothy woman. Long
Alyssa.
black hair. Yeah, basically.
Alyssa. Yeah.
She's associated with pain and death and the nightshade flower. Most people who worship her do so subtly. It's not
There
an
you go,
open
Maggie. I
worship.
sent you a picture.
Privately.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's wearing thigh highs.
Okay.
Hydrate.
How many hydrates, guys? Damn.
That's just the
y'all.
same one that I already said.
Oh.
Okay, I
that-
didn't hear that one then.
Is that someone I would have run across during the war?
She would have most likely been on a more neutral side.
So she hung out with the Everlight. Got it.
For a time. And then, as power does, it corrupts. So she became more prevalent in the pantheon of the bad side.
Okay.
Because the people who usually went to her were people who experienced loss and death or wanted to commit death, or people who just wanted to forget. So,
I'm turning off my light because my headache's getting worse.
sure thing. Yeah. So you think, from what this Titan has said, Char would be your first bet.
Explains a lot.
Oh, you know them, do you?
I know of them. We're on different teams, I think, but
So they're not a lesbian then?
I don't know their sexual orientation.
No, Keli mentioned different teams, so I was just confirming.
not that team, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
Surprised you know that.
Azira
Slime.
doesn't even understand what that word means.
That's the
It has not come up in common.
The L word?
Yeah.
Shane?
It's fine. Yeah. I've heard of them. I don't believe I've ever had the pleasure of meeting them, but
You probably
Got a
wouldn't
few.
want to. She's in the vein of Mina. Bitch.
I've met Mina.
Then you'd know her.
Tell me more about what you know about
Of
the
Shaw?
garden and about Mina.
Oh, Mina in the garden. Ugh. Zoos. Every planet within it. Even that one that's uninhabitable. She's created creatures that can survive there. Tardigrade and other such things. And
Amazing.
it's a form of imprisonment. Really? Sort of like the domains themselves.
Life?
No, life is freedom and choice. You think you have some sort of grand muckety-muck plan. You don't.
No.
You just exist for the sake of existing, and it's what you make of it.
All I'm remembering is that one scene in Jurassic Park, Life Finds a Way.
More or less, yes.
And you've been to the garden.
I've been to parts of it, yes. Seen much. My others like me have seen all of it. And they've spoken of it. There's one planet with just one guy on it. And he can't leave.
The Traveler.
Heard of this before?
The Traveler on the Spelljammer.
Yes, he came on a ship. Some sort. And, she wouldn't let him leave.
Why?
Interesting.
Why do gods do anything? They're bored.
Fair. Fair. I've dealt with my share of them.
What is his name? Do you know?
Oh,
Actually, no, I don't ask that. I think his name is in the journal, isn't it?
I don't know. I've never met him.
Hmm.
We weren't allowed to get close to that one lest we, scoop him up and take him back to the Primateria plane. Could just see him from a distance. Good eyes, you know.
All I can think of now is that
Good eyes?
with Mina being now in the domains, following Athelstan around, and since Soul's reincarnated, Athelstan was that guy in a previous life.
I'm connecting the dots. They're connecting.
It's like
All
do
coming
you know
together
in
now.
Rocky Horror where Dr. Frankenfurter takes part of Meatloaf, part of Eddie's brain, and puts it into a new body?
Yeah.
Remember how Athelstan's just like a mismatch of parts? Even though we all are, if we're honest.
He wasn't stitched together, as far as we know.
Because we
Great. So
he was
that's why
bedazzled with eyes.
That's why Mina's obsessed with Athelstan. She's still just bored.
I don't think she's obsessed with Athelstan. That's just Cedar talking. But anyway, Athelstan has been leaning on the bridge of her nose as they've been talking, and he glances down and sees sedgegrass trying to poke up through the sand beneath his arms.
Rosira has just been standing on the tip of her nose.
It's perched up there.
You're so small.
Definitely an interesting sensation to be on somebody's face while they're talking.
We can feel her talking through our bones.
Yeah.
And like
It's
there's
like
the
when you
movement of muscles that don't exist anymore, but you can still feel like the movement of the cheeks and the jowls and the teeth, and it's very odd.
I would ask what else you know.
Of
All of it.
all of it. Well, when I was a wee Titan, born to my Titan parents, that's not what you want to hear, is it?
Anything.
You want to know of Mina. You bear her mark, you know.
Yes.
She was bored.
Maybe. Probably. She was stuck.
Ah, the garden fell, did she?
But he couldn't keep her down.
He who?
My father.
Who's your father?
What does he do?
Who's your daddy and what does he do? There is no bathroom.
I don't believe you know him unless you've come across him in many of your journeys in the eons that you've been alive. He is Aslan of House Rex.
Aslan Rex.
Mm.
That creature became more than just a shitty wizard.
He's still shitty. Very shitty.
Interesting.
What do you know of him?
I doubt he would have had the power to bring a goddess to her knees and keep her somewhere.
No, I don't think he meant to do anything. I think he just built a castle on top of her face.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure. There you have something in common. Where else have you met Aslan?
When he was young, studying in... what was it called? Faerun. Many, many eons ago.
He fell here.
He was taken by the mists. He didn't fall anywhere.
Well, I didn't mean that he fell as in like he fell from the sky into a free swan dive into a pool of boiling sulfur. He was taken here. He fell in his task, but apparently he has escaped.
Oh, that makes one of us. Must have used a good load of Vistani blood to make it happen.
Vistani blood?
Yes, they're the only ones that can travel in and out of the domains and the primaterial planes.
Dreamwalkers.
No, Dreamwalkers are different. The Vistani...
We all immediately think of Dez and how full of shit he is.
Exactly.
The Vistani have always been able to move in and out of the mists since their inception with Lord Barovia himself.
Strog? What was his name?
Strahd was not the
yeah.
original Dark Lord of Barovia. It wasn't even called Barovia in the beginning.
I have a question.
Yes, speak.
Do you know Mr. Fuck. Maggie just forgot his name.
Witch or
Or fuck.
Mr. Light?
No, not them. The guy who recruited us.
Van Richten?
Van
Yeah,
Richten.
do you know Mr. Van Richten?
That
I've
old
heard of such a
queen.
man.
What do you think about him?
He's an old queen.
Not sure. I haven't heard very much of him. Most just know him as a monster slayer.
Oh. Do you know about the carnival? How do they travel through the mist if only the Vistani can? I just assumed that we just did it. I mean, yeah, I'm from the carnival. I was just asking.
Which carnival?
The not witchlight one.
Your
That
carnival is bred from Vistani.
Are the tokens that allow you to travel the mists made from this Vistani blood as well?
Depends on the token. Some of the old domains, yes. Barovia and the like.
Sorry, Atlas, I just had to interject there for a moment. Please continue your line of questioning of the eons old titan that lies within this shrine.
I'm technically standing.
I didn't
I
mean
think.
lies in here as in physically as lying here. Just being here. But
It was a
perhaps I should-
joke. I need to work on my stand-up comedy. Get it?
Well, if you're standing up, you're already doing a good job.
Thank you.
It is. Duh. I am not a very good judge of humor. No, I've been having quite a day.
Me neither. I don't quite often have an audience like this. Most people just ignore me.
And yet they worship you.
The snakes do.
Why?
I don't know. They're insane.
Snakes generally are.
I just stand here and they think I'm some sort of god. Which is ridiculous, because if I was a god, I would not be stuck here, facing directly up.
What were you looking at when you could no longer move?
The stars.
Oh, do you like star maps?
I do. Well, not so much maps, just seeing them.
Do I remember if using my starry form makes the curse activate?
Because it's an inherent thing, you don't. It
Okay,
doesn't
I am
trigger.
going to shift into my form of, I think it's called the owl. Let me double check because I normally
We all
don't.
flip down our sunglass visors.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Cedar is Keli, Maggie is Athelstan.
Oh
Brown
I'm
no.
just
is
waiting
Atlas.
for Artemis to come back. You don't gotta be sassy. Duality. It was gonna happen eventually, so I wasn't gonna fix it only to unfix it.
Rob, say something that Atlas only would say.
That Atlas only would say?
Yeah.
You also
Oh,
only
oh,
still
'cause
speak
I was in-
Abyssal.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Breeze
Right.
is still speaking Abyssal.
I become like dragon form and I light up, like you see Atlas's flesh become almost incorporeal and like bluish white, and like he's connected by stars, and behind him there's like a dragon kind of weaving in and out of his legs, and he has like dragon wings that are incorporeal.
You see her eyes go very, very wide. And within these sort of like pupilless marbles, massive pupilless marbles,
You're gonna
you
make
can
her cry.
see like reflections of yourself. Like the stars are reflecting within her eyes. Oh, it's been so long.
I'm gonna say, Razira's eyes often get really freaking big because this is the first time she has seen this.
Is this the Christmas kitty cat with the big eyes moment that I wanted at the top of this session?
Yes.
Yes, somebody please redraw that meme with Razira looking at Sparkle Pony. with
It's-
really big eyes.
It's like Rizira and the Titan in the background, just both staring like really big-eyed.
Bishy sparkles everywhere, blushy marks.
Artemis is just resetting, so
That's it.
she'll be back.
He says, I know that I can't bring all the stars down to you, but I can do this at least.
This is very
You are
kind of you, young centaur.
You are a star, Atlas.
We're all stars.
If I could give you a gift, I would.
Your happiness is enough. Not all actions require a favor in return. Sometimes it's good to be kind for the sake of being kind.
I dip my head to one side and look for an ear to whisper into.
You can see sort of like the front, like flap, the tragus, but it's mostly like in the ground.
Okay. Just
Her
like
ears are in the
slides down
ground.
their belly. Just like all you see is his boots. He just like slides belly first down there, and he whispers. He likes to be told that he is a good boy and that he has done very good and that he is magnificent.
Is this a sexual thing?
No, he's not an inherently sexual being. This is literally just what makes him happy and brings him joy because the people who raised him and or were around him while he was growing up were absolute shit kicks. Douchebaguettes, if you will.
Unfortunate.
Slam pigs, asshole casseroles, fuck trumpets. I could go on.
Asshole casseroles. I like that one.
You're welcome. You can thank that phrase for being coined from Schmorglag the Orclad.
I don't know who that is, but noted. Thank you,
He is a fine
Atlas.
philosopher.
This is a great gift you've given me as a wonderful good boy pony that you are.
Thank you. Now Atlas's turn for his like eyes that are now completely white to go all big. He gets from his pack some of the star maps he has and lets her see them.
I imagine we probably spent a long time like just shooting the shit with his face in the floor.
He is happy to talk your ears off.
Yeah, as we're looking at the space map, I point out where I saw the blood spur.
What's a blood spur?
They look like.
That's just the place they're from. The
Illithid.
Illithid.
Yeah, they're in space.
Does Zia have any idea what an illithid is?
Make an Arcana check. Unfortunate that you've had to encounter such creatures.
Now one fell from the sky just a few nights ago, seeking vengeance upon us for throwing him into a portable hole while he was holding a bag of holding.
I don't know what any of that meant, but it sounds devastating.
One small pocket interdimensional dimension inside of another pocket interdimensional dimension.
Sure.
What?
Explosions.
Oh.
Tears in space and time.
Oh, most unfortunate for him.
Well, he kind of deserved it. He was a serial killer.
Aren't we all at the end of the day?
A serial killer?
How many people have you killed?
Many.
Serially? None.
But not in a pattern that would suggest that I am a serial killer.
What is cereal?
It's a crunchy breakfast food.
It's kind of like muesli. But usually different colors and a little sweeter.
Atlas says, I like insert product placement here. Please sponsor us.
I don't want to be sponsored by Kellogg's.
Insert your ad here.
Canadian Dice, my favorite cereal. Actually, do not eat them.
Oh my gods, we need Canadian Dice to release a cereal line. Just
Yeah, Ryan, get out of that.
So you can
Just
buy
the
your dice
deputy-
and eat it too.
yeah, just literally dice-shaped cereal. It can be factory made.
So they're happy to like talk your ear off. As long as you are willing to talk to her, she is
yeah.
willing to speak to you about whatever you ask, or she asks you like how you got involved in this, where do you come from? She wants to know all about like Cartacus and Darkon and the inside of Elysium, the inside of the carnival. Like she wants to know all of it.
I like to imagine that we each like have our like in front of the camera time with her, talking about our things and like her advice and stuff, but she's the camera and like she's providing like input and commentary on it for like the next however many days this bullshit is going on.
Yeah. Very, very happy to do that with you.
I can't hear you.
I
What?
can hear her.
I literally just turned down the volume on my fucking headphones. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I leaned on it. Sorry, say again.
She's happy to like talk to you about anything and everything.
Okay.
For as long as you want. When you decide to go to sleep for the night, it's very much a, all right, I'll be here in the morning when you wake up. Just standing here.
Eli offers to sleep in a sleeping bag down there by her.
Oh no, don't be silly. I snore.
Rizia probably already passed out on the tip of her nose.
Besides,
Yeah.
I've got a cat on my face.
Would you rather not have a cat on your face?
Oh no, it's quite fine. She's purring.
I imagine that your snoring could be heard throughout the building anyway, so it's really not that big of a deal. You would be the one who would be in trouble because Keeli snores quite loudly and quite boisterously.
Oh, I feel like I would hear that anyway from the other room.
That's true.
Yenrik, what are you doing?
Looking in the
Tell
tents.
Yenrik anyways.
Looking in the tents.
Okay. So the first tent at the top of the stairs is your food supply. It's very much food and fruit, vegetable, meats, water, lots of water. And it does have that sort of chilly atmosphere to it. The other one, as you approach it, the Praxis just looks up at you and goes, "Hello. What are you doing at my tent?"
Looking. What else would I be doing?
Don't you think that's an invasion of privacy?
That seems like a you problem.
Oh, I think it's a you problem. Especially
Anybody
when
noticed?
Black
Sorry.
stands up.
I'm not gonna go in the tent. Don't worry.
Anybody else notice that Yenrik's getting spicy? Okay.
I don't know what that
Earth
was.
that?
Legs just fell down the stairs or something. Jeez.
I don't know.
I hope not.
Charlie!
Nice.
If he was, would he shout that he's fallen and he cannot get up?
No.
Oh, my balls! I've fallen on my balls. My Canadian balls.
Ryan's side business. Canadian balls.
The OnlyFans. Ryan's OnlyFans.
Yes. Yes. Get your bag, girl.
I'm gonna go grab some food and make a feast for the party.
Okay.
Make a what?
A feast.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well,
How many more of those tranquilizers you got, man?
A
couple.
He's got more than a couple. No, wait, no.
Mhm.
Stan doesn't know that. Cedar knows that! It's like he had one for each of us.
at
That
least.
should be a pretty big one for Atlas.
Yeah, horse
One that could-
tranquilizer.
Yeah.
There's one there's just like two that are bigger than the other ones.
They're used to take down dinosaurs, so I don't need a big one for Atlas.
All right. What role play and or gameplay goes into making a feast?
What face do you make, Yenrik?
Embellish. Show us your mind Pinterest board.
I don't got one of those.
Your
I make-
imagination?
I don't have one of those either.
My fucking gods.
No, because he has, you know.
Yeah.
You can't mentally visualize.
He's one of those neurotypicals.
No, it's
I'm
the
gonna
opposite.
make a classic Valashian stew.
Ah,
Okay.
yes.
I feel like that is appropriate given the food supplies. Sure. Very hearty, very thick, lots of vegetables and meat in it.
Lots of meat.
Mostly meat. But there are
Mostly.
still vegetables and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
You make some like quick bread and
Maybe a
Dylan?
distant relative in there as well.
of course. So you make this feast and it begins to fill this cavern with this wonderfully aromatic, herbaceous smell. Smells delicious.
I'm pretty sure everybody here is at the stand stomach rumbling. He's always hungry. That's his curse.
It's your secret. You're always hungry.
It's my secret. I'm always hungry.
So you all settle in for
Yes.
dinner? Okay.
I will check it for poison first with my innate ability. And either finding none will eat it. If I find some, I will eat it, but tell others not to eat it.
Okay. Yenrik, you're gonna have to clarify.
Have you poisoned it?
No, no poison. You have my word
tranquilized
on that.
us.
He can't. No poisons or drugs. Drugs?
Dex.
Yeah, Khajiit
Do
has
you all
drugs. If you
have
have
some
coin.
stew?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody make a Constitution saving throw. At disadvantage.
What about me?
At disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh yeah, disadvantage.
What if I'm a good boy?
At disadvantage.
Fuck.
Fuck. Not getting better, so.
You know, I think I'll take that. I think I'll take the 8. I think I'll take the L on this one.
Yeah. I'm losing this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration. And just.
Is it
straight
just really
reroll it.
bad, or is it just... Anyway, I'm sure I'll get a description momentarily.
Straight
Yep.
roll or disadvantage again?
Straight roll if you're just replacing, but it's still going to be the lowest. So, 13 still.
Yeah, and then that kind of was... You shouldn't... never mind.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, that's why I was asking. It's like I was replacing.
No, you would still take the lowest one.
Okay. Then
It's
why
okay,
did
we all learn.
Why would I even use my inspiration then?
I don't
No,
know.
you don't. I don't know. We make silly mistakes sometimes.
So, Atlas, Yenrik, and Keli, y'all are fine. A little groggy. The rest of you, you're out cold.
You fuck. Like, literally, he's just like, you fucker.
Is this a magical effect?
No.
Okay.
It's a natural effect.
Okay.
Ken?
Where's my hand?
Hmm.
Could I get an inspiration for being cool to the stone person?
Yeah, I think that.
I-
The
yeah.
scar thing, yeah.
Everybody gets an inspiration for being cool to the the stone person.
Titan? The
Yeah.
Does
Titan.
Pops get an inspiration? I just saw her.
He is so wound up right now. She's like zooming around the living room.
It's the
Always
post-poop
wound up.
zoomies. So now there's a bunch of us that are passed out on the floor, and the stew is just everywhere. What about Fraxis? Did
Yenrik?
Fraxis eat the stew?
What?
Praxis does not eat.
Mm. Oh yeah, it's true.
Black, on the other hand, let me check.
What, Kayla?
What did you do and why?
I made food
Why is
Schlack is
everybody
out cold.
unconscious?
because it was really good food.
And I'm just
Somehow I don't believe that.
Well, I think I'm ready for a nap too.
I'm just wondering why. It's like, realistically, Razira wouldn't have even eaten any of this.
Because you did eat fish earlier, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
You did say you didn't say you didn't have any
Mm.
when I said
Because
everybody has some.
It's fine.
I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on.
Nothing
mean,
nefarious.
That's the fun of the game.
Plus,
You take
my
an
Discord
action.
keeps cutting out on me.
What do you want me to do, man? I can't fix your tech issues.
No, that's fine.
All
Just
right.
take a kit. I think Razir was already sleep. Is that actually now you mention? I think Razir was already sleeping on the Titan's nose, so probably
Fine.
wouldn't even come up for dinner.
Everybody's unconscious.
Reason conscious.
Move on.
And we'll be right back.
I stew
We're back.
unconsensually. I fucking hate the Midwest. I'm sorry. I love the people who are in the Midwest, but hearing some of the shit that I hear that y'all go through, fucking bullshit. And here I thought New York wasn't that great.
New York!
It's fun living here.
Fucking New York came out. Sorry.
You all get a long rest.
Good.
And
I
you
wake
don't
up and I punch Yenrik in the face.
have to remove any rations or water because you have a stockpile here.
Yay!
Yay.
Lovely.
That means that I can fully refill all my water skins.
Literally, you wake up and you come into the main room, Razira, and everyone's just like waking up from like a mild like hangover, dry mouth, like
If
on the
there's
floor.
if there's any stew left, Razira's gonna sniff it.
No. I moved
No.
everybody to bedrolls.
You touched us while we were unconscious?
Eli would have helped.
Sly would have
Eli's
helped
not
too
unconscious.
because Sly
Okay,
succeeded
well,
on her con
tell
save.
us where on this map you put us then.
Wait, who else?
Who's going in what bed, Yenrik and Keli?
Her bed? Oh, those beds.
Who all succeeded?
Sly.
Me.
Sly's not here.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sly's in the bag.
Oh god, yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. I don't know
was
why I
about to be
rolled for
like,
Sly.
Sly? She's back.
I don't know why Sly's character was open.
I forgot.
I have it. I have
Brain.
the sheet open. I'll close it. Anyway,
think
so
that's
I'm
why I
over
wasn't
here.
there.
Okay, that's my Betty Bye. Who else is going where?
Please don't climb on my ring light.
Where's Atlas going? You fucking... How you gonna move a 2,000-pound horse and a...
Oh, I
Push.
didn't pass
They're
out.
they're floating, so push.
No,
I
they
didn't pass out. I thought I
Oh.
made the check.
Oh,
You
wait,
did.
you're right.
Yeah.
You did.
Oh,
Never
okay.
mind. How's literally everybody just passes
Did
out. and
Gordon
Atlas
make
is
his
like,
save?
I was
Eli's
just
right.
checking
I
that.
mean, Artemis is right.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah, Gordon's fine.
So yeah, between the three of us, we get everybody in their beds.
Hey, it's all fine.
Pokey and Rick with a stick.
Why you poke me with a stick?
Don't drug your friends.
I didn't drug anyone.
Uh-huh.
lie.
Why are
That's
they
a lie.
unconscious?
That's a liar. Deception check. That's a lie.
What was that last night?
Actually, no, he doesn't think that we're friends.
No.
Razira comes up and has no idea what the hell is going on.
Yenrik knows that he drugged everybody.
No.
No one-
He's
no one-
not
yeah.
very good at
Eli
lying
is
about it.
stupid, but she's not that stupid.
Oh,
He just
sorry.
like
I
looks
assumed.
at Yenrik.
I'm gonna roll again, Affy.
No, I'm scrolling up to find it.
While you're doing that, who wakes up first? Who rolled the worst? Actually, that's probably not me. I mean, no, I
Me.
rolled the worst, so I will.
No, I rolled the worst. I got a 7.
Okay, well, you and I will wake up last then. Who rolled the least? The next not as worse.
Razira.
Oh, Razira didn't eat the stew.
Yeah. So it was just.
It was just you two that passed out from it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Make sure that Fraxis knows they're not dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are we
They
playing
appear
out
to
the
just
evening?
drop dead.
Are we
It's
playing
because
out-
Yenrik's a jerk.
Are we playing out the
Oh.
evening, or are we waking up? Just
Waking
trying
up.
to clarify. Okay.
You are waking up.
Considering Razira had none of the poison in her system, I think she probably woke up first.
Yeah. Maybe something like that. Who knows?
Athelstan, as you begin to stir, you feel the bag of holding begin to move. Just
He
as
rolls
you
over.
rip it open, you
He, like,
see like the bag man, but his face is like all contorted as it's trying to squeeze out of a small space.
Ugh, cinch.
One finger pokes up and like pulls it open.
And he takes the bag. He sits up. And he takes the bag and he tosses it on the floor near on the floor like oh, I can't ping here. Wait, I can't. No, I forget how. Just at the foot of the bed, like near the foot of the bed. He just like sits up and tosses the bag onto the floor. Where's is he? And he's like still trying to come out. He's like mouth a little dry. He's like, "Where's Sly? You fucking spindly son of a bitch."
Patience, Athelstan.
I'm out of patience. I'm out of patience. Wait, what did he say?
Move.
He gets off the bed.
One moment. I'm moving.
Bagman's bringing back Sly because she started stealing everything.
It's like that meme. It's like
His
you're with,
returns are because she keeps stealing all of his shit.
you're with your kidnappers for 15 minutes and they return you with no ransom.
We'll pay you to take them back.
Yeah, exactly.
Please take them back, please.
Like our parents always warned us.
So Sly and the bagman emerge from the bag. It's very much
Reverse birth.
it's watching a birth or a poop come out. Like it's not
That
pretty.
scene in Ace Ventura 2.
Aww.
He comes out there.
Oh yeah, comes out the rhino's butt.
I hate that. I hate that. I don't like that image. It was the worst.
And Sly is standing before you beside the bagman, unscathed.
Where did you
You
go?
okay, Sly?
Make a check to see if it's the real Sly.
Sure.
Yeah.
What check would that be?
Password.
Insight.
Dirty 20 for me for Athelstan.
Those are all really good rolls.
Yeah,
I-
this
I-
is the roll.
I forgot to roll my wisdom save for my stress effect. Get that out of the way.
Oh yeah, also it's a new day, so I need to roll a d20.
You're
Yep.
wheeling woe.
Yeah.
Wheeling. Whoa.
Yeah.
By
Am
the
I
door. Wheel, wheel, wheel.
So with all of those wonderful insight checks, yeah, this is Sly.
Are you hurt?
Yeah, I mean, literally, he was like, "Why did you go? Where did you go? Or whatever." I said, I forget what I said.
We had some
Where did you
stuff
go?
to do.
Okay.
We had to talk. And we had some stuff to do. But I can't tell you. Sworn to secrecy.
And he leans in and whispers to her, like last time.
Insight check.
What'd you say, Athelstan?
Like last time.
She looks a little guilty. A little.
Okay. I trust you.
Trust you too, bestie.
And he cuts eyes over at the bag man.
Waves with his 2 long fingers.
Well, make yourselves comfortable. Oh, you should go say hi to the Titan. She's quite nice.
I'm sure
What's a
she'll
Titan?
find. I'm sure she'll find that fascinating. Don't eat the stew, by the way. When he says that, he looks over at Ginrick.
What? It was yummy.
Rizero sniffs the stew, if there's any left.
I'm going to fucking kill you.
You're not, Athelstan. Leave him alone.
And he looks over at Keli like, excuse me?
Leave Yenrik alone. You don't have time for this.
We have
Well,
nothing
really, we have
but
all the time in the world.
We have nothing.
We're
but
not helping.
time.
Whoever you are, whichever one that was talking.
Praxis.
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 Okay.
He's like, we are literally stuck here until the end of this trial. We have nothing but time. You, and he looks over at Yenrik. You are so. You don't extend an olive branch to make an alliance with me, to ask me for my fealty, for the fealty of my sibling, and then, without my consent, drug me.
Twice.
Twice?
Twice.
Yeah, Athelstan got nailed in the butt with one of the.
Oh, right.
tranquilizers.
Stan got nailed in the butt. Full stop.
Twice.
I'm gonna.
It's been a while. Mina's been gone.
I'm gonna
stand
relight the
pegging.
fire and warm the stew.
Nobody's gonna eat that.
Look.
I know. I'm gonna eat it. What are you talking about?
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
What it?
I am looking at you.
You will not do that.
I mean, I was mixing a lot of things, a lot of little vials and stuff. Maybe one slipped in. I mean, I ate it too.
I would prefer if we didn't yell.
Stop talking in circles.
I don't think anybody's yelling.
You will not do it.
Other than that
Again.
one word.
No,
Little
no
bit
more
too.
yelling, please. I'm sensitive. Thank you.
Fraxis, you want to go over here while they talk it out?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go. I'll walk. I gotta bring the map back up. I walk over here to hang out with Fraxis in this little.
You think I drugged you, but all my vials are accounted for. I can show you.
I don't believe you.
It's okay. You don't have to.
Rizero just ignores
because
these two.
you are a liar. If you cannot promise me this, we're going to have a problem. I'm sure you, of all people, can appreciate when your choices, your control is taken from you, and when you lose time out of your control. You can appreciate and understand something like that, right?
Of course.
Then don't ever put me in that situation ever again.
Unless unavoidable, I promise I will not do it.
You will not ever do that again. You don't take choices from people that you've traveled with, that you've killed for.
You know, I'm getting a really awkward vibe. Maybe we can move forward and just let this go. We don't know how long we're going to be here for, so maybe we just let it go. Instead of being a cranky pants.
Why? And he stops and he looks around. Has Breeze come around yet?
What's Breeze doing,
yeah.
Rob?
Yeah, you're moving.
Oh, I would have woken up by now.
Yeah.
I was probably like 5 minutes maybe after Athelstan woke up.
Why?
At most.
What? Why am I being made into the asshole here?
Because
didn't
you're
say
the angry
that.
one.
He drugged us.
Oh,
with
I
his-
know.
But logically, what are you going to do about it?
Not eat anything that he prepares anymore.
I could forgive the first time,
You were acting a little crazy.
but not this time.
If I had a powerful enough spell, I would have put you to sleep too.
That would have been understandable. But last night, there was no reason for it.
And
You
you
watch
never-
as Yenrik falls over. Unconscious.
And you see, like, we all stop, and it's like the ellipsis, the dot, dot, dot. And Athelstan just goes, I feel a little better right now, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna go hang out with the giant head again.
All of a sudden, a snot bubble filled with lightning comes out of Yenrik's nose.
No,
even
there's
though
no
he can't
magic.
He can't use magic, but his body would probably still have some in it.
I'm gonna put Yenrik to bed on top of some crates.
On some
I draw a dick
crates?
on his-
On some
I
Not
draw-
crates.
even on a bed?
No.
I draw a dick on his face.
Okay.
No, you gotta use a razor.
No, I don't
You gotta cut
actually
the-
draw.
you
I
gotta
don't
cut- you-
actually.
I was gonna say, you gotta cut the fur.
He's not the pranking type, but he wouldn't be opposed if somebody suggested it.
So we're going to do a little bit of a time jump.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything they want to resolve before the time skip?
Eli's just gonna spend whatever time jump we have hanging out with the head and reading her Potions for Dummies book.
Oh,
I'm
they've
gonna
got
wake
that one
up.
all wrong. All wrong.
Exactly. She's just like going over it with the giant head.
She's like trying to read the tiny writing. Just,
I read it to her.
You
Yeah,
got
Eli just reading it out
to
loud.
stir it clockwise three
I read it-
times, not counterclockwise.
I
Who
read it
wrote
to
this
her.
book?
I read it to her and like get her opinions on things and study.
By the end of the reading, she is sure that whoever wrote this book wrote it for a competitor because everything in it is wrong.
Does she seem like she knows what she's talking about? Like,
Make an insight check.
fuck that. I'm gonna use my inspiration. A little better. 19. It's a little
Seems to
better.
know what she's talking about.
Okay, cool. I'm making notes in the book then as I'm going.
Half-Blood Prince style.
Yep, Half-Blood Prince.
Anything else? Anyone?
Every time I wake back up, I'm gonna reheat some stew and snack on it a bit.
And then pass out again.
Freaking piss.
By like the third day, it doesn't taste right anymore. And you end up having the shits something fierce.
And Athelstan's like, I feel less better about it now. It smells in here. No.
Has
It's a
anybody
good
tried?
detox.
Has anybody tried magic in the shrine?
No.
Ooh! I want to try.
You're
Fraxis?
shitting. You're shitting.
While this is going on, I'm hanging out with Fraxis. I'm trying to befriend Fraxis. Like,
Okay.
I read some of the books that I have with her. We talk about, I assume, things like mushrooms because they're like the medium between plants and death.
Breeze.
Mushrooms absorb all the harmful
Yes.
chemicals that we consume throughout our lifetime. Certain types of mushrooms, thus making us safe to decompose within the ground.
Yeah, so
Tell
Fraxis
them
and I
to
were
stop
talking
eating,
about.
or tell them to stop making me die every time I eat them. Then.
Fraxis is very happy to talk with you. There's a bit of almost like a kindred spirit there. She's happy to like sit beside you and listen to you read from the books. She reads from her own. They're a little bit more particular. Less about like poetry and whatever else you have. They're more like, you know, grimdark shit.
There's probably some edgy poetry in there that maybe she scribbled in there. You know, crank
point.
style.
At some point, I let her borrow Lady of the Bracelets.
Ooh.
What's this?
Oh, you'll find out.
It's porn.
You say that?
Yeah.
Oh, no, thank you.
Okay.
And literally then like when she does that, Athelstan looks at Sly and Sly goes like this, and then Athelstan gives her a gold coin. Damn it.
Praxis, have you tried magic in the sanctuary?
Yeah, several times.
Has it
Have there
produced
been any
ill
side
effect?
effects?
Not that I've noticed.
Breeze. Let's do some experiments.
I don't want to go far away from everybody and see what happens.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go up into the stairwell where hopefully nothing will hurt anybody.
The roof just
and
blows off the place, and the snakes are like, "The goddess is forsaken us!"
and just gonna do a simple light spell.
Prestidigitation? No.
Yeah.
Just like cast light.
Yeah, just cast light.
Or
Okay.
the stink that is Yinrik that just followed you up the stairs.
Prestidigitation on
Like, oh, you
Yinrik's
smell.
butthole.
Yes.
On his butthole specifically.
He's got shit. He's got shit caked in his fur. You know, it happens sometimes.
Magical TP.
Yeah.
Roll a d6.
Damn.
Oh.
I figured
one.
that.
A 1. Oh boy. What length of the table is she gonna play with today? Also, all this time, I thought you were wearing cute little overalls, Affy, because it just looks like the bib of overalls right here, and I saw like the strap over here. I thought you were wearing cute little overalls this entire time.
No. Just
You
that's
look
my
so
bra.
cute.
My bra. Ugh.
Slut.
Yeah, I know.
Slutty. Get them views. Tibbies.
So there appears to be no effect, Breeze.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Verdict. Are you still alive? Oh, you're good. You're alive.
Yinrik's dead though.
Oh, good. I feel even better now. I feel better again, everybody. Aw.
Yenrik, what are you
Oh,
doing?
shit, he
I'm
came back
glad
to life.
you feel better. I'm
Aw.
going to concentrate really hard,
And shit yourself.
cast lightning lure.
Why?
He wants
On
to try and
what?
get a spell.
On myself.
You're casting lightning lure on yourself.
On myself, yeah.
Why?
Okay.
Can't you just use a cantrip or something?
That is a cantrip.
That is a
That
cantrip.
is my cantrip.
What the fuck? That didn't used to be a cantrip. Why do you use the cantrip that turns you into a fucking lightning rod?
It's
'Cause
Yinrik.
doesn't hurt him.
Yinrik.
I fucking hate you.
It's an AoE lightning spell that combos with another spell that damages everything.
It's like in Minecraft when you make the
Well,
lightning rod and then you
roll your
stand
damage
it.
on yourself.
Idiot.
I saved. No damage.
Okay. No effect. Roll a d6.
But it did cast.
Maybe.
He's got maybe magic. Well, yeah, you dodged it. You don't know. 5. Oh boy. Here we go. The fire becomes spaghetti. If you
Oh,
turn,
no.
if he turns into a cabbage.
Oh no.
Roll the damage on Breeze.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Do I get to make a saving throw?
Nope. It just happens.
Does that count as violence against each other?
I'd let it. Anyways, I don't care.
No, because this is part of the
Yeah, and we're also doing science right now, so
it doesn't count if it's science.
yes.
I made sure I stayed. I was casting on myself before I did it.
Yeah, but then, you know, Breeze turns into a fucking fried potato.
So it takes a second and you kind of like flick your fingers a couple times, like you need to get the friction or like rub the fur together to get that static electric shock. And
Yeah.
you go to like push the magic into your fingertips and then it goes and you expect it to like flip back on yourself, but it just keeps going out of your fingers and zaps Breeze in the back.
Is there anything is there anything that Athelstan can do to, like, anything here in that moment?
Like jump in front of it?
You're
Or
a little-
fucking move Breeze? I don't know.
How would you do that?
He wouldn't know. He doesn't know what he's casting.
Then you wouldn't know to do it.
Yeah.
Like, all he sees is lightning flying towards Breeze again from Yenrik, constantly attacking the
Used to it
party.
by now.
Literally tackling Breeze to the ground. I don't.
Y'all
fucking
are just
care.
gonna
I
have
don't
an
know.
electricity fetish at the end of this. It's fine.
No, it's not Athelstan's fetish. It's not his kink.
Or a fear, one of the two.
That kink is your kink. I will be over here. Okay, well, if it hits Breeze, then when he sees it, he hits Yenrik
How?
with his foot.
You move to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we all die. Rocks fall. Because the first effect is going to take place.
That
So
was
you swing your leg back to like kick him,
Mm-hmm.
and before you can even touch him, it feels like you kicked a cement wall.
Ow.
can't call it.
Oh. And I try and like punch him.
You take 6 damage.
Rosaria looks up, looks at these idiots,
Breeze,
and then just keeps going
Yeah.
back to digging through the crates.
good news. I have magic. Bad news. It rebounded to you.
So there might still be effects.
I kick sand at whatever this force field is between me and Yenrik.
The sand gets kicked up and onto Yenrik.
He does it again.
Onto Yenrik?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
make Yenrik kind of dusty.
I spit on him. I spit on
What
the
was that
ground.
for?
I spit on the ground in front of him.
What was that for?
It's like that scene in Over the Hedge where the tortoise is like saying to the raccoon, "Ugh, "You're dangerous." just zapped and everything.
I mean, it was just lightning lore. He wasn't within 15 feet of me, so it should have been fine. Maybe there's a side effect to my magic now. Let's try it again. For science.
Please don't.
For science. Breeze like bolts away from you.
All I'm imagining now is Rosaria getting hit and just all you seeing is electricity going on her whiskers.
Athelstan just like
lightning.
yeah, Athelstan kicks more dirt and then just stomps away.
Okay.
As he stops near Breeze and he's like, "I'm sorry that I am."
Oh,
being rude."
20.
Oh my fucking gods. I'm sorry that I'm the angry one. I have very little outlets right now. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Just
get out of
lightning
your-
over again.
I will get out of your hair then. I'm sorry. He just like goes into the meat tent.
Meat
Does it smell like burnt hair?
There's
Why
vegetables.
Me in! Open! Meow! Close! Eh.
Actually,
Sorry, go ahead, Alex.
I believe it's called proteins and non-proteins according to Cedars in my Minecraft server.
Yeah, proteins and non-proteins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there bread? Because there's bread in the non-proteins barrel in our
There's
server.
ingredients to make like a simple bread.
Is there raw meat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what do you think Zera's been eating?
Dried fish.
You did
And meat.
specifically say dried fish.
Yeah.
And
Anyway, yeah.
So you cast lightning lure again?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, these shadowy claws reach up from under your feet and rake down your calves, causing 5 necrotic damage.
Ha! Athelstan laughs from the tent. He can't see anything, but he's just laughing. He just feels like the something in the universe is right.
Okay, I think we get it now. There's still stupid shit happening.
I'm just excited I can cast spells again.
Athelstan's like sitting on a barrel inside the food tent, just like tearing into like some nondescript meat. It's probably dinosaur.
Okay, we're ready for time skip now.
did Razira find anything in these barrels in my investigation roll earlier?
I didn't know you were looking in the barrels.
Yeah, I don't remember you saying that. I'm sorry.
I said it, and then it's like all of this stuff happened, and it's like, okay, I'll let that
Oh
happen.
yeah, it got a little lost in the stupidity. Sorry, sorry, Duality. Oh no, Mikey! You lost an eye.
What did you roll for your investigation check?
18.
In the barrels is just water.
The barrels and crates in this area?
Look away! I gotta perform surgery.
The crates themselves just have more like foodstuffs, but more like dried goods, so like rices and beans and stuff like that.
Is he lopsided? I think his mustache.
She is not in any way interested in that.
Posture check.
She go.
There's him.
She goes and joins Athelstan in the tent
Peter,
for
Please
meat.
don't.
Rice and beans.
Aw.
There's no alcohol.
That would be interesting.
So,
Ew.
several days pass.
Mm-hmm.
Your supplies, if rationed appropriately, should last for at least 40 days.
If there is a card game equivalent, I think Athelstan would just for like the street cred or the shits and giggles, he'd play it with the Bag Man, just like glaring at each other the whole time.
3 Dragon Ante?
3 Dragon Ante. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 Dragon Ante. Yeah,
Okay.
just for fun, just for shits and gigs, not like any like real thing. Anyway,
Sure.
continue. Sorry.
Anybody else doing anything across those days?
Staring
cook-
forlornly over at Breeze when he thinks that they're not looking. I'm just kidding.
Trying-
I'm gonna cook every night.
Are you? I'm not eating any of his meat.
Nope, neither am I. I am making
Neither
that
am
clear.
I.
Yeah.
Not eating
Don't-
anything that bitch
Don't
cooks.
waste
give-
food.
I give all of my vials to Keli to hold on to for the days while I cook.
Oh no.
Razira's just
Okay.
looking around and taking stock of everything in this place that is not just food and water.
Other than like the beds and stuff, there's not much. The braziers and stuff appear to be magical in nature. They don't go out. And they don't need refueling.
That's cool.
But they still give off like heat and light, obviously.
While I'm going through this book with the giant head, can I also be learning how to use my herbalism kit? Like in conjunction with the two things?
Make an intelligence check with that. Because this basically everything in the book is wrong. There's like a couple things that are right, but then you're looking at like, no,
13.
yeah, one or the other.
If
Okay.
Razira
Look.
had seen Keelai going over that, she might try and help because she does have proficiency in herbalism kits because you kind of need that to survive as a hunter in the wild.
Okay.
I think that you've seen her study a couple of times now.
Yeah, but
You
she doesn't know what
have.
it is. She can't read.
Oh.
Yeah, but if I can't do
yeah.
both, I would do the book. So
Okay.
it's fine.
Yeah, it's one or the other, and not so much
Yeah.
being assisted. It's just
Good for next time, though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Does
sorry,
teach
Affy.
me anything as I'm talking to her, teaching her about like non-mushrooms and mushrooms?
Phraxis is very interested to get like your perspective on the carnival, on the domains, basically any tales that you may have. She's happy to listen. She, offers her own about how she got into necromancy, and she teaches you the origin of Benny and Lenny.
What is the origin of Benny and Lenny?
They were parts of an army that she defeated with her commander in Faerun. And then they were repurposed to be more useful.
For kids, even if you die, you can still be put to work.
Capitalism never ends.
Nope, never.
Literally, that was what happened in our Eberron game when we were in a city. It's okay, we destroyed the city and we stole souls from an orphanage. Did I mention that later in that campaign we became heroes of the realm? Things happen in D&D.
Yeah, things happen. That's one way to put it with D&D. Anything else anybody does? Okay. It is the early evening of the 11th day. You've been in close quarters that long, doing what you can to remain sane, even if it means counting how many apples you have over and over again.
Me and Sly totally got high once or twice more.
Yeah.
But like quietly and underneath a bed.
Quietly.
Okay. I mean, they're pallets, like pallet beds. So they're low to the ground. There's not really anywhere for you to go.
Okay, well
under.
then you know those cute little princess canopies that go over your bed?
You got high in the fridge. Like,
Oh yeah, munchies. So we got high in the fridge. We got high in a little nest that grew up around Athelstan slowly over the course of 11 days.
Yeah, that tracks.
Wonder if we can get the Titan high.
That's an excellent idea.
It's like
Maybe-
the 7th day when you're like, let's get the Titan high.
Yeah, me and Sly are just like we're like, wanna try some Veloweed?
What's Veloweed?
He holds up the mushroom.
Oh, I've done plenty of mushrooms in my day. Throw her in!
I throw one in there. I know
It has
won't
no
be
effect
much.
because it's a fucking Titan and one
What?
tiny mushroom.
I throw 7 of the others in there. Have any more grown into my little nest? We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, a couple more have grown. Not enough, you think, to get a Titan high.
She at least get like a little. That takes me back.
So, it's technically a poison, right?
What?
The mushroom. It's technically a poison.
Technically?
As in, alcohol's like a poison,
Technically-
and marijuana's a poison.
So, could I make a stronger version?
You could certainly try if Athelstan will work with you on it.
Literally, you approach Athelstan about it, and he's like, "Don't make this weird." and he closes the door on the little grass nest. It's like didn't you like Sly's like, didn't you read the sign? Sorry, Yenrik, we're friends, but like, no Yenrik's allowed. And he just slams the grass door shut. It's like the Archimedes owl from Sword in the Stone. Boy, yes, I see no boy. Whee!
Wanna
Hang on.
hang out with us, you and Rick?
I mean,
Yes,
sure.
we're discussing death.
Yeah.
And so we discussed death.
It
We
is the
write
evening
poetry.
of the 11th day when you hear soft growling coming up or coming down the stairs.
Who is it?
Displacer beasts.
You then begin to hear the mass of hissing snakes and then shouting. And about 20 minutes later, it's quiet.
So I think the
let's go
blue
check it
mushrooms
out.
are the prettiest ones. Alex just goes back to what he was doing.
Atlas, you should go check that out.
Why?
No.
You can polymorph.
Everybody just freaking stay in here.
Well, we can all polymorph if you want.
No, we're fine.
Good. I'm
Okay.
good.
I'm sure she'll come down.
Can you polymorph the Titan?
Ooh.
Free them from rock?
And then they could take a step to one side. They could leave this place and then revert back to their normal self. Or do you have limitations in the size of a creature?
No.
You would be owed a favor by a Titan.
She like scurries off into the other room.
Oh boy.
We
what have
should probably go
Yes.
up top if that is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Zoop. Wrong way.
Zip. Yep. We agree. So we do it. I jump over the fire.
Yes, we do.
All right.
We
You're all
take
heading
off
up?
running up the stairs. Like, oh, time to go.
Grab some
Praxis is
snacks
doing
for the
something.
road.
Leave.
Yep.
Do you move us up
Rizio.
the map, or do we just go on a
Yeah.
map
Yeah.
later?
Rizio just pack up
I'll
her
move it.
ration pouches as quickly as possible of as much meat as possible.
It's like fish bouncing out of like a bucket. Anyway, yeah. So what happens, Effie?
You get to the top of the stairs and you move beyond this sort of
I'm not like going
protected.
out. Yeah.
No. But like there's that protected sort of
Oh yeah.
disguised entrance.
The alcove. The alcove.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even from here, you can see a lot of dead fucking snakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's about right.
Saw that coming.
And then you
Is-
see the big one, the big snake, drop down in like a heap. And this is a large snake. This is like hundreds of pounds of snake.
Yeah.
Dropped like it was nothing.
Newborn giraffe.
Rizio is fine with this. She does not like snakes.
I know. What do you do?
Fuck. What a waste.
I'll take care of that problem.
Well, let's go find out what killed it.
It was not their
We know what
We
killed
know
it.
what killed it.
We assume what killed it.
I think
We
know
hear
what-
anything from down below as we're
Yeah, down below first. Anything going on down there?
You're too far up to hear anything
Not
beyond
anything
like
yet.
the distant rumbling of the Titan's voice.
Okay. Cool.
okay.
But you can't make out the words.
Okay. Athelstan will step out.
Stepping out, you see
Right
a
behind him.
even larger, just mass death of snakes. And Maggie's forehead.
Oh no, thank you, Emily and Happy.
And Maggie's forehead.
It's a very intimidating forehead. And standing amongst this sort of destruction and blood and blech is Shikuna with Yana at her side. And 3 more displacer beasts standing behind her.
Really want one.
Is the bag man with us?
The bagman has come with you, yes.
Okay. Anyway. Did she say anything?
She strokes her fingers over Yana's head. So you made it into the shrine, did you?
Obviously.
Hmm. I presume Praxis helped you.
What of it?
Maybe.
Well, she is the only one capable of such deviousness.
Why do this?
Do what?
He
All
just
the
gestures.
things.
He just gestures to the carnage.
They are in the way.
You made a promise to them.
Their promise came to an end. You too made a promise, and she looks directly at Ienric. You promised them that you would kill me.
I
Didn't
promise
you
we
have-
would see what we could do.
That is true.
You know well enough that I do not deal in semantics, Ienric.
And yet your promises come to an end.
When they fulfill their usefulness, yes. Or when things need to change.
You had
Wait.
your pound of flesh now? Is the trial over?
The trial has reached its conclusion. All of you are free to leave. You will be escorted to the lodge to gather your things, and then to the east, west. That was an halfy mistake. To the
Please.
west.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I look over to Athelstan. Do you agree or not?
Agree with what?
At 20.
What we talked about.
We'll see.
Now's the time to.
Atlas and Keli, she appears to be truthful. She will be taking you to the west.
She'll be taking us in a direction.
Is now really the time?
It's the most opportune time.
But is it the smartest time?
Yes.
Atlas is keeping an eye on the bagman while this all happens, by the way, after he believes that Shakun is telling the truth.
Okay. You kind of turn to look at the bagman, and he's gone.
Of course.
Of course.
He jumped into the nearest fucking bag and holding, and he left.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like,
like-
oh, trial's over. Bye, bitches.
Toodles! Probably had like an aside with Sly that they'll do while we're in the cone of silence next time.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Atlas points out, hey, the bagman's gone.
Indeed. He did not need an escort.
Before
Praxis
we
still here?
do anything, you took something from me.
Your hand.
No. You took something from me. You stole something from me that I did not freely give. I want it back.
I don't know what you refer to.
A piece of me.
Your hand.
No. I
Can we
gave that willing. I
stop?
gave my hand willingly. You took a part of me that is a weapon. I want it back.
I'm afraid I don't know what you speak of.
Are you not the feeling of the hunt in this land?
I
your
am.
own domain.
Yes.
He uses his left hand to pull off he's probably like taken cloth and like wrapped it around his hands in the meantime, and he like rucks up his sleeve and shows off the pale purple lavender flesh that is left from the degloving.
Oh, that. Because you made a foolish choice. I did not
Listening?
take it from you. The land took it from you.
I want it back.
Go fetch it.
You are the land.
I am not. I am the one that feeds the land, because if I do not, everything would be like you right now. Everywhere.
Power corrupts.
Absolutely. Sometimes we are thrust into certain situations that we do not wish to be in.
I'm sure you didn't wish to be in the situation you are right now. When you shoved Ulrich's heart into your mouth.
I made a choice to make things better for my people. Fortunately, such a task came with conditions. A land like Valashan is hungry and must be fed. If it is not fed, it will take.
Magic may be a wild thing, Jakuna, but the magic here is tainted.
Sometimes.
There's something that you're doing that's very wrong, and it will come back to haunt you.
That is where you are wrong. It is not I. It is the land itself, the domain itself. As I said, if I do not feed it, it will feed itself, and it will be indescrutable. Steps to the side, and her displacer beasts kind of move to the side as well, revealing the completely repaired bridge. Well, as repaired as it used to be.
So it's still gonna be a bitch to get across.
I'm not sure. Displacer beasts are not light by any means. And there's 4 of them here. Especially Yana, who is much larger than the other 3.
I guess I'll make eye contact with the rest of the party and see where they're all
So,
at.
question: can we use magic without stupid shit happening anymore?
Yes, the blight is done. The moon is free of its eclipse.
Good.
I thought as much. After you.
Go.
What's Braxis doing?
And is the
Not
pillar
up there?
shaking yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Ethelstan, we should go.
Yes, before the other one frees the head.
Hakuna, where's Mina?
That was my next question. She does not belong to me. She belongs to herself, but I want her back.
And it shouldn't matter where she is.
Where is she?
She has become what she was meant to become.
Is what exactly?
Speak with her when you see her next.
Where will that be?
I am not a fortune teller. I suggest visiting the Vistani for such a thing.
Darkon? Not Darkon, the other one.
Barovia.
That was Maggie mistaking out of character. In Barovia?
Vistani are everywhere.
But
Every domain. Faerun, Fixius. Everywhere.
They're in Fixies? We could hang out with them?
You have to find it first.
You haven't seen any yet, but yeah, there are Vistani there.
Maybe we could contact Des. Actually, has Athelstan and Kili met Des?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For all of
Very
like
cute.
2 sessions, and then they were gone again.
Yeah. Well, and he was back for a little while we were at the asylum. So,
Yeah.
But Athelstan, we should go.
Athelstan.
Mina will find her way back to you.
I can locate her if she's
in-
within a mile.
If magic is working again, I can contact her, but we should go. Don't do something stupid.
Atlas is looking at Athelstan because he will do what Athelstan wants to do.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of looking at Athelstan now.
If you wish to stay here, you're more than welcome.
Go fuck yourself. And he looks
Hey.
at the others.
Let's go get our stuff and then we can leave. Put the rabbit's plan into work. Maybe.
I disagree with you, Yenrik. I don't believe it is opportune.
Oh, I know.
Then we go do something else. Then we go get go get our other friend.
He'll look back at Breeze. I'm trying not to make choices for everybody.
I see that.
What does one do when your de facto leader decides to not make choices? Wallow in self-pity, I suppose.
I will see you again one day. Let's go.
Look forward to it.
I look at
to the
Yenrik.
lodge.
Let's go.
Sorry, Maggie.
I will not be taking you to the lodge. I have a guide for you.
Is it Des?
I don't know who that is.
No, I was asking out of character.
No, it's
I'm
not
asking
dead.
you.
Great timing.
We agree.
So you do it.
Yes.
Okay. Crossing the bridge, you are met with a familiar furbolg.
Cottonwood?
No. This
I
furbolg.
wasn't told that I needed to prepare my Scottish accent for tonight. Well,
This-
you wouldn't believe my time that I tried to get here and he was fucking pissing it down, but it was actually blood. Blood that was raining from the sky, and then there was a big John fucking bird shit, and then he opened up a cloaca and he dropped it on me.
Hey, when that happens.
And then I look over to the pot and got to go take a sip from the pond, and then a skeleton came out. Feels like so long ago.
He says it's Perini.
No, this is a Furbolg you met in Ocello who
Yeah, the
sold
one
you
who
the
had
map
companion.
and
Yeah.
had Trixie.
Okay.
You know, the Fairbulk whose tent Yinuk destroyed.
Yes, that one.
We got chased out of town that for bulk.
Baby girl. Anyway,
It takes you 2 days with her guiding you to get back to the Pantera Lodge.
the entire
What's her
time.
opinion on us? Like, is she nice to us?
Yeah, she's nice and congenial, professional, probably.
The entire time Athelstan is withdrawn physically, but his feelings are very big. He spends nearly every waking moment murmuring to her, calling to her, and worshiping her.
Okay. Eli?
So we walk. I cast Sending.
2.
Gabriella.
What do you say?
Trial over. Headed back. Are you still in Barovia? Are you safe? Can you meet us in Darkon? Miss you.
You cast a spell and send it out into the realms, but it does not find purchase.
As
Don't say anything to the others.
this is depressing March just going through some chewingas like oh.
Yep. There's a travel montage with little chewingas pointing at us.
Everybody's like a depressed, sad cloud Eeyore, and the Chewingas are like, oh, look, little bitches.
Drazira doesn't know who any of this is.
No.
Does she understand anything of the Chewingas?
You do have Chewingas in Chult.
Yep.
She's chasing him through the underbrush in front of us.
And they jump on their kiwis and spur them into action.
I meant, does she understand anything like they're saying or anything?
No.
Oh, we were just like joking around.
You do have Chewingas in Chult, and the general lore is that they're kind of like trickster spirits. So seeing them actually in the flesh is very odd.
Sorry.
I love how she showed up while you were like.
I know, right? It was perfect.
Your evil monologue.
And like the whole time you're petting her, I'm just like, God, I fucking hate her more.
Like spirit,
Shirley
like,
was there. I see her.
Spirits, or like fae spirits, or
like fae spirits.
okay, so that wouldn't set off her no ghost alarm.
Don't let you shoot with your baby. I'm trying to get Shy to jump in my lap, but she didn't wanna. We're not there yet.
That's
Cherie, it's Cherie. It's my friend Cherie who likes to stand near the garlic bread.
Do we hear the sound of a titan wandering through the jungle at any point?
I will say, as you crossed over to the Anquera Plateau, the pedestal, the plinth that you'd been on for the last 2 weeks, basically, began to rumble and shake, and the
Fucking
bees got super pissed off and started like buzzing around and like attacking nothing and attacking each other because they were so confused.
Mm-hmm.
And the plateau itself begins to rumble as the plinth begins to fall apart, breaking off shards and pieces, and you see Phraxis flying in like a goth version of Blood of the Good Witch's bubble.
Yep.
With schlock
Bats.
and a snake wrapped around her arm. And as you
So the
descend
That's-
from the plateau itself, you hear the entire thing fall over.
So the Titan is free.
Hell
You
yeah.
think so?
We know.
And then we go
Sure, that
charge
will not have any consequences in the future.
That's going to be interesting for the next one of these, because that's not going to be useful anymore, I don't think.
You think
Oh,
at this
this
point there's other shrines.
Oh,
Like
okay.
there's the one in Kiro Island that you know for sure because that's one of the ones that you were directed to.
Mhm. And
Uh,
Yurik mentioned other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
is Fraxis joining us on the guide thing?
She doesn't appear.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now I gotta
well, the
wonder
bubble-
what.
Oh, did they fly away and they didn't land?
I gotta wonder what
Ah.
Shakuna's reaction to just the entire plateau just collapsing. Like,
She wasn't there, so you don't know.
There.
I just imagine her standing on the other side of the bridge and like, I'm glad I just walked across that when I did.
Mm-hmm.
Just like literally the second we're gone and she's like, I had the last word. Whoa. But
Can we get back to the lodge?
when that happens,
You make it back to the lodge.
and the snakes are like just like falling down with all the rocks and everything. You just like now we become reconciled as you start away. Your goddess is free.
You make it back to the lodge unscathed and in quick succession due to the guide that you had. You gather your things and then you start the trek west.
Is Ulrich's bag still there?
Everything Ulrich
Oh,
left
yeah.
is still there.
Yeah, we probably grab it.
I'm gonna say he would have probably left a note. He would have probably told Keli to pick that up and take it with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I took it with me.
So anything on Ulrich's character sheet that you left behind, you can throw on the party sheet.
Yep, I'll do that.
Okay.
So, Athelstan,
What?
there's a slight problem.
Serious.
Shikuna banished me. Once I step foot out of the realm, I can never travel through the mist to get here again.
You can never what?
Ulrich.
I can never return.
Ulrich
Mist will never bring me here again.
Hold your horses, Duality, please.
All right. Sorry.
Go ahead, Yenrik.
The mist will never bring me here again.
Oh.
Is this a private conversation that only you and
Oh, no.
Okay.
He's like-
If you want, you can go to the carnival. I can put in a good word for you if you like to travel. You could have my talisman. I trust I'll find a way back myself.
Oh, I have a few talismans myself. Traveling's not the issue.
We would have died.
No, we wouldn't have.
Why are you so sure?
I have traveled with you guys for a while. I know the extent of your capabilities. And I know the extent of hers.
She is a dark lord.
And still mortal. All mortal can die. And some are mortal.
Every other one of your spells
right.
ends up attacking one of us instead. I think you and Shakuna would do pretty well killing the rest of us.
The blight's gone. There won't be an issue with that anymore.
The blight wasn't here when you still hit a lot of us before, but that's not the point. This does throw a bit of a wrench into your plans. If the mists won't bring you back here, then I will.
I don't think it's possible for me to return.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm in on that. No, that was almost a nat 20. Nuh-uh, I'm not taking it. It was a 2. Are you fucking kidding me?
I'll give you my thing, my extra D6.
Yeah.
The D6 ain't gonna help in that one.
Well,
Or
the
a
thing is,
nat-
if Rob also helps, and Keli also helps, we can get it up.
I'm gonna fucking. I'm so fucking. Anyway.
You want us to all try?
Yeah, why not?
If you're part of this
Only if
conversation,
you're
you
part of
can.
the conversation, if you want to. I'm not telling anybody to do anything here.
I'm going to say, without even rolling, Razira knows jack all about the mist.
Add to your roll. It didn't work, but I'll make an Arcana roll.
She attacks the mist.
Listen, Keli. Yenrik may be blocked from coming into the domain through the mists. But there are 2 traveling domains that you know of that can travel past the mists and act as their own prison.
That's what I was thinking.
There are other ways. Like someone whispers that to him just so he could sound cool. There are other ways.
Who whispers it to you?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Keli probably says there are other ways to get back here. There's always another way.
Yes, but as soon as I step foot, she'll know I'm here. We won't have any element of surprise.
As
No
soon as you step
preparation.
foot back in here, we all know to be prepared for a fight.
Also,
If we come back
Whoever-
here,
Well, then we're fighting wherever the realm decides, not where we do.
you
I will
think
say-
that
Just to clarify, if you are in the train or the carnival, it will not trigger her until you step foot out of them.
it doesn't really matter because, for one thing, when we were on that rock, the element of surprise was non-existent. She was more than prepared for a fight.
It was also slightly weakened.
She wanted
Lightly.
it.
why do you say that?
The snake.
About it.
She had
she
to fight
did.
the snake first. It could have been weakened a bit.
Well, when we come back, we'll have to bring hell down upon her with us. There's a lot of loose ends that I've been leaving untied. I'm getting kind of sick of it. But some of those loose ends will win me some very mighty favors.
So what is the plan once we leave?
I'm not fond of traveling with you. I don't like you very much, but you do have an interesting plan. While I am not sure that I would be willing to bend the knee, and nor am I quite sure that Valishan absorbing Darkon and spreading its filthy corruption into it, that Darkon may be better off being swallowed by the mist.
As an option.
But it is good to have a contingency plan. If that's one thing that my father taught me, is to have a contingency plan. Do you have friends, Yenrik?
Outside of here? No. I've only left Valishan once.
You're gonna
That
have
was
to
the
start
point.
making friends.
I do have a lead just in case. A backup plan for myself.
Is he really quiet or is it just me?
He keeps going in and out.
Because my volume's down, because I'm trying not to pick up Natasha's show.
Okay.
Ha. Baby shark doo 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 doo.
Well, I always do have another backup plan. but that plan involves me going not to Darkon.
That's
Where
okay
does it
with
involve you
me.
going?
What was that?
Where does it involve you going?
I don't remember the name. I don't. Yenrik does.
Which one are you thinking of?
The one with the stuff and the thing in it.
See, you don't remember either.
Yeah, balls.
Just say X name and we'll talk about it later.
I want to
And
say
we'll insert-
Falknovia.
Oh.
Yeah, Falknovia.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Falknovia.
No, yeah.
And what's
I
there?
have a friend there.
Opening up my notes. Opening up my notes.
It's not on our list.
Might be
A
on my
possible friend I do have.
That will help with what?
Help me with my plan. But a different realm.
To replace Darkon in your plan.
Yeah. It wouldn't be Darkon. The only reason why I suggested Darkon is because it would save the realm where you grew up. It would save all those who cannot leave. All the husks that would not be able to cross through the mist. That don't deserve to die.
You don't need to guilt trip me, Yenrik. You're just pissing me off.
Oh, I'm not.
Sorry, it's Falkovnia. Falkovnia. Falkovnia.
I know what is at stake. What would you have me do then?
I only have one plan besides killing your friends and your family.
Question, am I gonna be killed?
I was thinking the same thing.
Not if any of us can help that.
Because I thought we were also friends.
You want to elaborate on that, Yenrik?
For you to stabilize Darkon, you have to kill people.
The people
Eat their
that I have
hearts.
to kill, I don't see much of them being actual friends or family.
Showman.
Tommen is not a variable. Nothing will touch them.
Aren't they
As
considered
far
an heir as
I'm
well?
concerned. Yes, for now. But they will either give it up or belay everything that I tell them to do and try and take it for themselves because they think it'll be fun.
I
And
just offered an alternative.
to be terribly honest, I don't imagine that any of us could stop them. Anyway, I understand your plan, but if you're going to go to this other friend and try and join those two realms, you can do what you want, Yenrik. What do you want?
I want to be able to return home.
And I think that I'd be willing to help you with that if I stood to gain what you promised me to gain. So, do we shake hands or something?
Whatever formality you choose.
I'm not making any pact with you. Nothing official, at least. Keep in touch, Yenrik. I don't like you, but I am interested in the shit that you're gonna make everybody around you step in to get what you want. Because nothing else matters to you except getting what you want. And I can appreciate that. That's why I said I can appreciate that, God.
I mean, my banishment was to help you.
But Chakuna is a promise breaker, an oath breaker, a liar, and volatile, corrupt, and absolute psychopath. Which again, I can appreciate. But no matter what, I don't think that too many folks will tolerate her much longer. Especially if how she dealt with that shrine with the snakes after a landed promise that she made to a sacred place that they found holy, even though it was just because it was built on the top of a face of a titan. There is a respect for your people that you owe them. I have yet to see that respect afforded here. Are you going to help your people, Yenrik, if you eat her heart?
That's the plan.
And how long until whatever is corrupting this place corrupts you? Or are you actually going to fix it? Because I think you need some help with that anyway.
I'll do what I can.
Alright.
And if it happens, that's what you guys are for.
Excellent. So we'll keep in touch. You go visit your friend, we'll go back to... We're not going back to Darkholm. We're going to fucking Barovia! And he looks over at Keli.
Eli makes no facial expressions.
Atlas is hiding behind Keli ever since he
Keli's just patting Atlas and trying.
Yeah,
and
because Yenrik
has-
said that he was gonna kill us, so Atlas is hiding. Atlas, all like 7 feet of him, is hiding.
Mhm. Eli has no expression on her face right now.
So this is goodbye for now, Yenrik.
So you're going to Barovia.
I am not 100% sure what we're doing at the moment because, as I'm sure you've witnessed, I've been well instructed to make decisions, not to make them alone.
Do we have a way to get there?
Yes.
Okay.
Gods, I think I did. I thought I did.
Breeze,
One
I
of the
think
ones we
you
had.
actually have one for Barovia,
I
or Atlas does, because you got one
He has
from.
do not have one for Barovia.
I know
Hold on, I'm
somebody
looking.
does.
What's it called?
Barovia.
Talisman, Barovia.
It's just called Barovia.
I think Sly has
Yes,
one.
talisman.
Okay.
I have I have 2 mist talismans, one to Dargon and one to Kartakis.
Sly
we
has
do
one.
have, but
Okay.
Sly's thing is in Barovia, so we do either go now or go later.
I think we should go now because Gabrielle is also there.
Very well.
I don't know, like that's me out of character. I don't know.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
As far as
I'm
Eli doesn't
Yes,
react
so
when you say
good.
anything about it, so.
So, I look forward, obviously lying there, I look forward to working with you, Yenrik.
Of course.
Mippery.
Several more days pass as you trek through the jungle. Eventually, you come to Golden Sands, to a village called Shuaran. Here, it seems similar to Ocello, but less waiting on bated breath, more casual, comfortable. but it doesn't last long. Because already docked is the succubus. The Furbolg ensures that you board and that anchor is weighed.
Rosira has never gone
Never
this
been on the
close to the sea or even seen a ship like this before.
Here's yeah. You can come with us.
If you want.
That's where we end tonight's session, with the end of the Trial of Hearts.
And Rosira's claws dug into the dock, like. Oh, I
And
don't
the
know about
party
this.
levels.
Hell yeah! Oh wait, no, I don't get anything at this level. Damn.
You get
I
more
get
hit
spell.
points.
I
You can
get
swap out a
great-
spell.
We're getting spell levels.
Forget. I know we do this every time, but I forgot a level. I'll ask later. Anyway, that was a good sash, Shaffy.
Thanks. You guys are
Your
great.
maps were awesome.
I'm sorry that we didn't have the combat that you wanted, Agni, but I personally, as a player, I feel like we probably would have gotten our asses kicked and at least 2 of us would have died.
Only have enough diamonds to save one of you.
And it doesn't work
Oh,
if you're dead either.
Yeah.
And there's the gym that can be used.
That is true.
That is true. So, thank you for sticking around, everybody. This was session 70, which is amazing. They're finally level 9.
9.
9. Average that out for me, Rob.
70 by 9, that's 8-ish. Just over 8.
All right, that's not too bad.
About 8, just under 8.
8 sessions at 3 hours a pop.
Well,
That's fine.
we started at level 3, so technically
Oh, yeah, that's true.
6.
That's
So
true.
13-ish or 12-ish.
Yeah. This is what happens when you do milestone XP and the characters keep running away from everything.
We didn't know we were running away from stuff.
We are
Just
gonna
do what I do
go.
and throw it in front of them anyways.
Literally, like, I don't know what y'all want me to do. I'm new here. I'm the newest one here. Me and Artemis is the newest people here.
You're beyond new at this point. Like, I'm sorry.
I know,
it's
but
over.
like, why do I got to make them
Okay, but like
decisions?
they've been here way longer than us, and yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you when we see you. We're gonna go raid Blue Cottage D&D. If you haven't given them a follow, give them a follow. They are good peeps, and we like them. So do the thing, and we will check you later. Bye.
Smell you later.
See ya.